Good morning, my people. Top of the top. Yes, sir. It's the fourth day of March. It's Wednesday. It's 8 a.m. East Coast time. I always like to thank the big fella for allowing me, but we have to also thank him for allowing us to be able to even open up our eyes this morning, breathe, stretch, yawn, to put our feet on the ground, to see a minute, a day, an hour, a second, whatever you want to call them, whatever you want to call it, excuse me, and whatever you want to thank them for. You should do that immediately when waking up. And let's not forget that. And feeling blessed and appreciated and thankful just for life itself. Safe travels to all my travelers out there on this day, all my people who are coming home from work, going to work, all kids traveling, going to school. Safe travels, y'all. For some of y'all, depends on where you live. You got two more months before school end. And then if you're up north, you got three. So, between May and June, it's almost over. We almost at the finish line. So y'all, if y'all know y'all doing good in school, there's no point in you skipping now. Go ahead and just do your thing. Please, anybody who's traveling, parents, if you're traveling, taking your kids to school, you might be late for work. You're just going to be late. Believe me, a job is replaceable. Your life is not. We don't want to hurt anybody or possibly hurt ourselves trying to break our neck to get somewhere where we are replaceable. So let's keep that in mind. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, and subscribe only if this channel is for you. If it's not and it's too boring, fine, cool. But if you're coming to a place where it's cool, calm, and collected and there's no drama, you're in the right. So we're going to get into this boxing talk. There's a big press conference coming up in New York this week. MVP Promotions. We're going to get into that. So let's go. So for all my newcomers, my regulars, everyone, welcome to the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go. Get my guest up in here. D Free. Oh, here he go with that goddamn sweater again. Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy. Who you gonna stab now, Free?
What?
Who you gonna stab now? Damn, this light is bright. Jesus Christ, this light is bright. I love my light, but good Lord. What up, Free? My good brother.
Ain't nothing.
Who you going to harass this morning? You look like you on a paper chase.
I ain't on no paper chase. I don't chase paper. I ain't
Oh,
never
you
been. I ain't never
oh
been no
you
trash man.
you're a smart ass.
You the one said it. I ain't never been no damn trash man. No sir. You won't have me walking around chasing paper.
Stupid man. You're an idiot, Free. You know that? You're oh my god, this dude, man. You're an idiot. What's up though, Free?
Shit. Just now leaving wifey job.
Oh man. I thought you'd have been bringing Vicky home.
Nah, her relief came late today.
Oh, damn it. I know that didn't make her happy.
I don't know.
It don't
She
bother me.
probably
It don't bother me. I get paid for it.
Oh, she's in the car with you, man. I thought she was oh
Hell,
shit. I think
what part did you not? Did he not hear me?
no,
That
man.
man.
I thought you said she was oh man, never mind.
I said I'm
How
leaving
you
her
feeling,
job.
Miss? How you feeling, Miss Free?
I
I'm
said,
sorry.
I'm leaving her job. Her relief got there late. He said, "Oh, she in the car with you. Well, you thought she was walking behind the car?"
Shut up, Free. Shut. Good morning, Miss. Good morning, Miss Free. I'm sorry.
Good morning.
Yo, Free, you gonna stop doing that to me, man. I know I'm a little slow, but you don't have to let the whole world know. Damn.
Hey, I didn't let the whole world know you did.
Oh, you're a smart ass now. Okay. Okay. How you feeling, Mrs. Free? I'm not talking to you no more, Free. I don't even want to talk to you no more.
I'm alright, just tired.
As you should. As you should. You work very hard. So, Free, I found out we have a big press conference coming up this week with MVP Promotions. I don't. They never said exactly what it was that they're announcing. I know Ronda Rousey has a fight coming, but I'm not even watching that, so I can. I don't know. I haven't watched her fight in so long. Um,
You got
but
a
we do
fight
have
coming for what? For UFC?
yeah. It's supposed to be on Netflix too, so yeah. I guess MVP and them is doing it.
Hold up. She boxing or she fighting in the UFC?
She's fighting in MMA, but MVP is doing it.
Man, I might care about her ass fighting no MMA.
Angie, what's up? Yeah, she's
I ain't
coming back. She's coming
I
back
ain't
for
never
that.
been no I ain't never been no fan of Ronda Rousey anyway. Whether she was in the UFC or she was in WWE, I ain't never been no fan of her.
Was it something about her that rubbed you the wrong way, or you just didn't like her? You didn't like her, period.
I didn't like her the same way they don't like Carissa Shields. I don't like Ronda Rousey. She has the same type of attitude that Carissa Shields got. So if people don't like Carissa Shields, I don't like her.
Damn. You know what? I didn't never. I never looked at it like that though.
Got the
Oh,
same
you
type of
gave
attitude.
me. I never looked at it like that. You the first person to. Damn. I never really looked at it like that until you said something.
I mean, it's
Wow.
cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Well, you know how people are. I don't really care. You know, you don't care. We going to feel how we feel, and there's nothing nobody can do about it. Yeah, so blue bucks, and you can't get your ass beat like, yo, yeah, that's crazy, right, Angie? That's crazy. They soon as she started losing, they started throwing around the names and songs. That was crazy. Hey, when you lose, man, that's how that shit is, though.
But she ain't just lose. She got her face kicked off.
I mean, they said it. Hey, even Roy Jones was forced to lean back. That was a hard line. I felt bad to have to hear that. That was rough to have to sit there and hear that. I was like, nah, come on, man.
Uh,
Damn it, Roy.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody get their face kicked off the way she got her face kicked off. I like you didn't see her feet. She hit you twice.
Shut up, Free. Free, shut up, man. Come on, man. Shut up. He said you ain't see a
Like my man said, if you get
seafood.
kicked,
What up?
Kevin Hart said, if you get kicked in the face, I think you deserve it because you've seen the foot coming to your face.
He said you deserve it. Um, yeah, man. I don't know what to say about that. You know what? When I first saw that, I think ESPN, because you know ESPN would highlight that shit like crazy. And I remember waking up one morning and seeing it on ESPN. Because I always said to myself, don't ask me why. I used to be like, that's a bad girl. That's a bad white girl at that, man. I said, man, it's gonna take a lot to beat that girl. That's just how I looked at it at the time. So when that happened, I said, yeah, I know every dog has his day, but god damn, not like that. I mean, that kick was vicious.
She got her face kicked off, and she ain't been the same since.
Um, yeah, sorry to say.
And bad thing about it, she got her face kicked off by Holly Holm.
Yeah, yeah, that was crazy. But I didn't even know who Holly Holmes was. I really wasn't familiar with her. I was just more familiar with Rhonda. So I was like, okay, Rhonda go in there and do her thing. And then I'm like I said, I saw the highlights. Then I went back to watch the full fight. I was like, oh man, this was a bad. Whoever put her in this position. set her up. I said, oh, they set Ronda up so bad. We talking about Ronda
Who
Rousey,
did
the lady in
who did
UFC.
Holly Holmes just fight? Holly Holmes just fought somebody in boxing. Who did she just
She
fight?
fought on the MVP card. I think she fought on that Amanda card.
No, I know
Amanda
that. I'm
Serrano
just
card.
trying to remember who it was that
Oh, I
she
can't
fought.
remember who. I can't remember who. I can't exactly remember who. Yeah, yeah. That lady can box one day, and then she can go do MMA. And she's up there in age. She can do whatever she wants, which is crazy.
Um,
Usually at that age, you got to make a decision. That girl can go
yeah,
from MMA to boxing. She can do whatever the hell she want to do.
she the same age as you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and that's crazy because I'm like, shit. Usually at that age, you like, all right, I'm getting a little too old for this combat. It's time for me to sit down. She's still hanging in there, but
No, she not. You ain't see that. You saw that last damn fight. She was not hanging in there.
I'm talking about as far as the sport. I don't care about what she do when she in the fight. I'm talking about the sport. Now, what she do in the fight is her business. But for to be her age and still in the sport, when I see people like her and Laura that be 42, 43, I don't care what you do in the fight. That ain't got
No,
nothing to do
no,
with me. I'm not the trainer. I don't
no,
I don't care how you perform in the ring. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
no, no. You can't put her in the same daggone
I
conversation
didn't
or the
put it in the
same
same
sentence.
category. I said age. You're
No,
not listening. I
you.
said age.
I heard what you
Age.
said. I heard what you said.
Okay.
You said her and Lauren still hanging
I
in there.
said
Her ass ain't hanging in there. She getting her ass. whooped.
Hey, listen, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I look at the age. I don't give a damn about that. I'm not the trainer. I don't give a damn what she do in the ring. I'm not the trainer.
Her ass.
I'm gonna tell you like you tell me. I ain't got nothing to do with that. If she get her ass whooped in the ring, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Maybe she should retire, but hey, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I just admire to see how they be 40 something. I represent the people that's in the 40s. I don't give a shit about how they perform in that ring. I ain't they trainer. Retire then. But to see them still in there, they doing better than a lot of these young fighters. A lot of these young fighters ain't doing nothing in their 20s and they pathetic. They're pathetic. She looked old.
Get
Yeah,
your
that's what she is old.
get
What
your
y'all
dumb ass
expect?
out the way.
43 years
Yeah.
old. When you 43 years old, so you ain't gonna be expecting them to move around like they still 20 some years old, but it is what it is. Shout outs to her. Hell, she was old when she whooped Ronda ass. I think Ronda, I don't even know what shit. I don't even know what age Ronda
Nah, she
is.
wasn't. She wasn't. She wasn't old when she beat Ronda. She was in her. She was in her 20s
She's
or
how
early.
is she?
No, not 20. Not 20s. Early 30s. She was in her early
Exactly,
30s.
and she's
That was
older
a.
than Ronda.
That, yeah, she older than Ronda. She was in her early 30s, like 31, 32.
Yeah,
That was like 10 years ago.
yeah, yeah.
Might have been longer than that, but I know it's at
Yeah, I
least
can't
10
remember that.
years.
I can't remember the exact year, but I just
It's at
remember
it's at
seeing it on
least it's at
ESPN and it
least
was like,
10 years. It might have been longer than that, but it's at least 10 years.
yeah. I just remember waking up and seeing them highlights and going, "Damn it, why Ronda?" But, shit happens.
What's going on, seafood?
So we have this big press conference in the city Friday. They never said what it was and what they were announcing, but it's supposed to be a big show. I guess that they have coming up. I don't know where it's supposed to be. RGM, what's up, my guy? How you feeling?
What's going on?
Glad to see you back. Hey man, it's going, it's going, it's going. I wasn't going to do a live this morning, but I said I got time, so let me jump on here and rap with the people. Um, they got a pretty dope stable over there, man. When you look at the ladies, um, the fellas, I don't know about too much. I see a few of them, but I'm more impressed with the ladies. What would you like to see happen with MVP as far as the ladies? Is there any matchups that you would like to see over there, Free? Or you from? I mean, I know you are familiar with them because you went down the list of ladies when we was on here before. about all the ladies that's over there. Do you see anybody that catches your eye where you like, you know what? I want to see Caroline Dubois versus this person.
Carolina and Alicia. That's the only
Oh,
fight that I want to see.
Caroline and Alicia. Let's be
Everybody
honest.
else
That's
can
not
mix it
really.
up, but the only one that I'm looking forward to is Carolina and Alicia. But everybody else can mix it up.
That'd be a difficult one for her. For Alicia, man. Good one. That would be a good one though. Uh, yeah, great
You
matching.
say
Yeah, great matching. Definitely great matching.
you saying you the best woman, and this girl calling you out. Don't sit here and tell me something. Oh, she's a young buck. She got don't make no excuses. She called you out. You said you the best. Get in the ring with her.
Yeah, they did they back and forth at the press conference, the last one, and I was like, okay, yeah, well, I tell you what, you go beat your opponent, she go beat her opponent, make it happen on the next one. So hopefully, and Caroline actually, well, we know they ain't gonna announce nothing like that. Probably, well, they might announce something like that, but I know she has her fight coming the 5th of April, Caroline, next month. So hopefully, after this, they can get it going. Alicia doesn't have a dance partner right now, so we don't know what's going to happen with her. What the hell? Hold on. What is going on here?
Uh-uh.
Okay. Something was I was seeing something crazy on my phone. Just give me a second. Um Yo, who you said was fighting this week, Free? When we talked this last time, you said who was getting it in this week that you mentioned?
This week,
Yes.
this week, I'm not sure who's in this week. I know what's this weekend is the 7th. I'm not sure. I think next week is the 14th. I think Gabrielle fight either next week or the week after.
Yeah, Gabrielle. Yeah, Gabrielle fights. She getting ready.
This week,
Yeah,
I'm
she
trying
getting
to
ready. She
remember
cool.
who was fighting
Yeah.
this week.
Alicia getting ready. I know she's getting ready for it. That's why I'm anxious to see what this big announcement is Friday. Um, we waiting for them to get back to us. So, and it has to be something major because for them to meet in Madison Square Garden and not even in the small part, they're gonna meet in a big building. Yeah, so this ain't no little announcement. It has to be definitely
Alicia
something
might Alicia
great.
might need to fight. She might need to fight Betty Crocker.
Oh god
Put a
damn.
little bit of weight on her. Put a little bit of weight on her.
MVP Promotions,
Alicia.
Jake Paul's Promotions got a big announcement Friday. Yeah. That would be damn free. Damn, you got me thinking now.
Alicia too. She too small. I think she need to put some weight on.
Think so?
I don't like small women.
What kind of shit?
I don't
Hey,
like small women.
Is Mrs. Free next to you?
Yeah.
Hey, Mrs. Free, correct him. What is the matter with him? Come on, man.
When I
We
met
talking about
when I
boxing
when
here,
I met
man.
Vicky, I don't like small women. It don't matter what it is. If it's boxing, if it's basketball, I don't like small women. They too frail. I can see it. We saw a damn lady jogging the other day. I swear to God, it looked like a piece of string going down the street. She was skinny as fuck. I'm like, what the fuck is he jogging for? You ain't got no weight to lose.
Yo, Free, what's the matter?
I
Yo,
lied
what's
to you
the
not.
matter with you, man? What is the matter
I
with
lied.
you?
I'm not lying. Vicky saw the same thing that I seen. She
Oh
was
man,
about
what
as
is the
small
matter
as
with you, bro?
these damn light posts out here. I'm like, what the fuck is she jogging for? You ain't got no weight to lose. What are you jogging for?
Yo, you know what? Oh, Jesus Christ. Viewers, please forgive me. Don't ask me what's wrong with
That's
Brother
like
Free,
that's like
because I don't
that's
know.
like Gabrielle talking about she gonna move down from 112. Nigga, you 5'9", weighing 112 pounds.
Yeah,
You talking about you
she's
gonna move
tripping.
down to 110?
Yeah, she's tripping.
Like, no, I'm 5'10". She's 5'9". She's an inch shorter than me. I weigh 200 pounds. She weigh 112. I'm damn near 100 pounds bigger than her. Shit,
Yeah,
my damn grandson damn near her damn weight. My granddaughter damn near her weight.
yeah, that's nasty word when you think about it. Um, I don't know. Maybe Jay Bliss, what's up, my guy? I don't know. Maybe Elysium. I don't know. I guess if this, usually with these fighters, if the money's right, I guess if it is, then
I mean,
hey,
she
salute.
definitely she definitely need to put some weight on if she want to stay away from Caroline because she right around Caroline's weight.
It would be interesting though. Would
Yeah,
be interesting.
I think Alicia gets stopped.
Caroline is a
I
very
think she gets
strong
stopped.
woman. That's what people don't realize.
If they make that fight, I put my money on Caroline. I'm not putting my money on Alicia. I think Alicia gets stopped. I think she gets stopped
Chantel
badly.
Cameron.
What the fuck is this car doing?
Chantel Cameron. I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. I'm imagining D Free asking for a dicker wait. He said I can imagine D Free asking for a dicker waitress. Yo, RG, if you I don't want her taking my orders. She too skinny. Yo, let's do this. Yo,
And
Jay.
she,
Yo, RGF, you stupid. You're stupid.
I know what I want to do. I get a skinny waitress giving me my order. I'm not asking what her suggestions is. You're not telling me no damn all of the salads that's on the menu. I don't give a fuck about no salad. I'm talking about some real food. What's the
I don't
best
know
thing you
why
got on the
I
menu?
don't know why Vicky deal with you, B. I really don't understand. When Vicky come up here, we gonna have a real one-on-one conversation without your ass being around. I'm gonna talk to her. I want to ask her, what does she see
They
in
gonna
your
say we're
crazy
gonna have
ass?
a real conversation one on one with your ass not around. When have you ever seen Vicky and not me?
I'm not talking about you not actually being there. I'm talking about you not sitting near us. Because I gotta
That's what I'm
figure out
saying.
what does she
When
see?
have you
What
seen
does she
Vicky and not
see
me?
in your silly ass? You a very silly dude, Free. Jesus Christ.
Well, I can give you a couple of things. I'm handsome.
Oh, here we go
I'm
with this casita.
funny.
Here we go with this casita shit. Here we go. Here we go. I knew that was coming. Oh, I knew that was coming. Why did I even
I'm
ask?
handsome. I'm funny. Um, I got real live goals that I'm trying to meet in life. Um, my bedroom game is on point.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Um,
whoa, 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 time out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa,
I'm just telling you the things that you see in me.
whoa. What the fuck? Whoa. Like, what are we talking about? Whoa.
The
Viewers,
things that she
viewers,
see
I'm
in me.
sorry, viewers. I'm sorry to everybody out there. I apologize. Viewers, I'm sorry. This was not supposed to be Sex in the City. I'm sorry, viewers. Boxing, please. What the hell?
I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing sexual.
Bullshit.
I said
Oh my
my
god.
bedroom game is on point. That's all I said.
You're doing it
I
again.
kept it about as I kept it about as neutral as you possibly could keep it.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ. What about Alicia Baumgartner? Boy, what about her? Great fighter, ain't she? Josh said this. I see you, my guy Mike. What up? My God, man. Me and Mrs. Free definitely gonna have a conversation. I don't care what you talking about. We definitely gonna have a combo. We definitely gonna have a combo. We definitely gonna have a combo. I don't even care if you standing there. We gonna have a combo because this the shenanigans. The shenanigans with you gotta stop. Gotta stop, man. We gotta have a combo. Mrs. Free, I love you as a sister, but we gotta have a combo, Mrs. Free. We have to. It's mandatory because this dude is sick. Literally. Jesus. I don't want to see what you are like when you're an old man. When you get to be 80 free, I do not want to be around your nasty ass because I can only imagine what you're going to be like at 80. Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy.
I'm gonna be the same way I am right now.
Yeah, well, I hope you ain't got your beer. I hope your beer ain't dragging at 80. I hope you decide to do something with that, sir. Good Lord have mercy. Oh, you just scared my viewers
But
off,
only
man.
thing, only thing I'm probably gonna do with my bid at 80 is probably diet.
Still, look. Yeah, he is. Josh, yeah, RGM, same old free. Yeah, he ain't gonna change. That's free. Same old
Uh,
free.
I've been this way my entire life.
But Genuine say he's the
Ain't
same
nothing about
OG.
me
Hey,
changed.
that's free for you, man. That's listen. You expect to get anything different from him, then yeah, it's not. That's not gonna happen. But
Mm-mm.
yeah, what he say? He said Cam. What did he say? Chantel Cameron. Is that girl's name?
Yeah, Cameron.
Who did you say you wanted her to see? Seafood fight who? I forgot who he said he wanted to see her fight. You like how I said? Okay, almost put the. Yeah, I know. I know. That's why I laughed. Yeah, exactly. Same OG, just like Genuine say. Oh, you want to see her fight Alicia? Yo, I'm starting to think y'all got something to get to Alicia. Starting to think y'all got
No,
something to get to Alicia, man. Huh?
I mean, if you look at Alicia last couple of fights, she hasn't fought anybody.
Oh, oh. I knew that was coming. I knew that was
I'm
coming.
just, I'm just
You
being
holding
honest.
that one in the garage. You was holding that one in the garage. You couldn't wait to let that one out, couldn't you?
I'm just being honest. She hasn't fought anybody her last couple of fights.
Do you think that's because of her choice of opponents, or it's just because there's nobody stepping up to the plate? I'm just asking.
It's her choice because there is somebody stepping up to the plate. She ain't fighting them.
So
They with
if the
they
Caroline
with the same
DeBar fight
promotion
is
company.
if the Caroline DeBar fight is offered and she happens to just dodge it, then I guess we could consider that what a duck. I don't know.
It is
Sometime
it is it is offered because
I
Caroline
want.
says she want to make that fight. All Alicia got to do is go to their promotion company and say, "Hey, let's make this fight." She want to fight me. Let's make this fight because
Oh, wait a
Alicia,
minute. So she's not with MVP.
she's with
Caroline, is
she's
she
with
with?
she's with MVP.
Why did I kept thinking she was with Queensberry?
No, remember the last event they put on.
Yeah,
That's what she said she wanted to fight Alicia. That was the MVP.
but before that, just correct me if I'm wrong. Before that, was she with Frank Warren, or she was never with him?
I she was with before that. She might have been with Frank Warren. I'm not sure if she was with Frank or if she was with Eddie. She might have been with one of them. I'm not
No,
sure,
matter of fact, I think it
but
was
I
Eddie. I
know
think it
she.
was Eddie. I might be wrong. I think it might have been Eddie. But Alicia is the sharper. She's the sharper puncher compared to Caroline. But
No,
Caroline's a
she
very
not.
strong woman now. She's a
No, she
strong
not.
woman now.
No, she not.
Caroline's strong as shit. I ain't gonna lie.
No, no,
Caroline's
she, no, she,
was
no, she
with
not.
Frank.
No, she not.
Oh yeah, she was with. Okay,
Alicia,
so I was right. She was with Frank Warren. Okay, yeah, I was right. I knew I saw her over there in Queensbury. Okay, I know I wasn't tripping. Okay, I know I wasn't
no,
tripping.
Alicia not a sharper puncher than Caroline.
I know Caroline. I
Alicia
don't know. I know
is.
Caroline's strong as hell, though. I tell you that, boy. That little lady, strong as I don't know what. That's a strong lady. Now I know y'all say strength doesn't
I'm
mean
telling you,
anything, but that
Alicia's
lady's
gonna
strong.
get stopped. She get in the ring with Caroline. I'm telling you, she gonna get
You
stopped.
think there'll be a lot of holding in that fight? Alicia holding her a lot because you know them punches. I'm just.
There's gonna be a lot of holding. But she gonna get hit and she gonna grab her. She gonna like, hold up, this little girl strong as hell. or she gonna try to hold anyway.
You're gonna try to hold it, right? Yo, ain't that funny how when you see fighters get hit and when they realize that they're being hit, when they recognize the power, even though that's what you're supposed to do, but it's funny how they judge you and saying how you're pillow fisted. You never knocked anybody down. You never knocked anybody out. You never stopped anybody. And the first time they feel your power, they grabbing your ass. They hugging you for dear life like a family member at a reunion.
Yeah.
Like they be quick to say you pillow fisted, but then you get hit, they get to hugging you. Like they always do that with Devin, right? They always do that with Devin, right? And they'll say with Devin,
I mean,
he can't punch through a wet paper bag, and then Devin hits your ass, and all of a sudden now you looking to hug him like he your best friend.
If you don't hug him, you're gonna be looking like Darrell.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Fred. Don't do that.
I'm like, man, you ain't never knocked nobody out.
Oh, you talking about
I'm like,
Darrell?
damn, this nigga snoring.
You talking about Anthony Darrell?
Yeah, when he fought Caleb Plant.
Oh
You
my
ain't never knocked
God.
nobody out. When the last time you
Oh,
knocked somebody out? Next thing you know, you seen Darrell sleep. I like, yep, he knocked your ass out.
you know what? And I knew Caleb was a bad boy, but I didn't think that was gonna happen. I mean, he slept him. I mean, slept him. Gotta be careful who you be judging on their power. You pillow fisted. That's everybody's favorite line, though. You pillow fisted. You haven't stopped anybody. You haven't
Now,
done
who was my
anything.
guy fought a couple of weeks ago that had the knockout of the year? I'm trying to remember his name. I gotta go back and look. That man had the knockout of the year. He put that man to sleep.
Yeah.
It was when the nigga leg did the shake. That nigga had that man leg shaking. I forgot his name. I gotta go back and look. I think it was on. I want to say it was on Zuffa Boxing, or it might have been on Pro Box. Because I know it wasn't on. It wasn't on the Zone. It might have been Pro Box. It could have been the Zone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's going on. That's what's going on this weekend. Zuffa Boxing, Ja Obata.
Okay. Talk to me.
Ja Obata. Hold up. It is a fight going on this weekend. Ja Obata. Oh, y'all, you heard, and I try to tell people, niggas ain't want to listen to me. The IBF ain't going for it. The IBF told Ja Obata he got to make a decision. They say you can either fight for the IBF or you can fight for the Zuffa Championship, but you ain't fighting for both. I told him the IBF was not going to allow him to fight in Zuffa boxing. They said you can either fight for one, but you're not fighting for both.
That's
So
crazy.
if he fight for the Zuffa Championship, he's going to have to drop the IBF. I try to tell people, they were like, "Oh nah, they're gonna allow them to fight." Okay, we'll see what Zuffa doing. Zuffa said Zuffa gonna want them to promote their championship. He signed to Zuffa. You think they're gonna say, "Nah, you can go ahead and fight for the IBF"? They're gonna say, "No, drop the belt. You're gonna fight for our championship."
Yeah. Damn. Well, guess he got a decision to make if he didn't make it already.
Try to tell people they might want to listen to me.
Well, ain't nobody listening to free because we live in a world where everybody believes what they assume. When you assume something, you actually start to believe it.
That's the first thing I said. I said when he signed over there, I said I wonder how they're gonna do the IBF because he's with Zuffa now. Those fighters are not. They're not in the IBF ranking system. So the IBF said you can either fight for our championship or you can fight for theirs, but you will not be fighting for both.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. Well, you got a decision to make. Hopefully, you'll make the best one. There's certain sanctioning bodies that's, or I guess, particularly them in particular, I should say, that's they're not going to let certain stuff slide. So
He said Rios has never been KO before.
he said he's asking if his memory served him correct.
Has
He's
never
been
been
asking.
KO before.
Yeah. Rios, who's he talking about?
Um,
Rios?
yeah, which Rios are you talking about?
'Cause
Because you know it's a
there's
lot
too
of
many
Rios
Rios.
in
There's
boxing.
too many Rios in boxings.
A
Yeah,
lot
the
of them.
you got a busload of Rios. You got some Rios that might be retired. You got some that's still active.
The first name that come to my head when he said Rios was Brandon Rios.
I was about to say Ben. I was about to say Brandon. That's the first person.
That's the first name that came to my head was Brandon
That's what I was
Rios.
thinking
I'm like,
now. But
Brandon Rios
before I
fight?
jumped to him, I wanted to say I was talking about Bam Bam. Yeah, Bam Bam. Oh yeah, yeah. Listen, listen, listen. Jesus Christ. Yo, Danny Garcia slumped him. Did Danny Garcia fight him? Was it that Brandon? Yeah, he did. He did fight him. He did fight him. He did fight him. I remember that. He did fight him. Knocked him on his ass. I remember that. This is right after, if I'm not mistaken. I can't say if it was right after. I know he already had lost to Thurman. He had lost to Thurman already. Because I was using Bradley as an example of people they call pillow fisted. Oh yeah, I know. Tim Bradley? No, Tim Bradley wasn't pillow fisted. Nah, he wasn't pillow fisted. He wasn't pillow fisted. He can brand, but he might have not been everybody's favorite fighter, but he was definitely not a. But see, but people be killing me with that pillow fisted joint, man. They be killing me. Everybody just be quick to use that until they get in there and get hit, and then they go, man, he a good fighter. He a good fighter. I'm like, yeah, what you thought he was? He a fighter just like you. You might be better than him, or you might have thought you was better than him, but he's a fighter just like you. I don't know what these dudes be thinking. And then you got these fans, so-called fans, they be with it. Yo, Free, you don't know what he talking about, Free? You don't know what you talking about, Free? He pillow fisted, Free. He ain't never fought nobody, Free. What belt he got, Free? Who he ever fought, Free? Where is he ranked, Free? Huh? What did he make his last fight, Free? I'm like, what does that got to do with what does that got to do with? You know how these dumb arguments go, Free. We've been a part of these for too long now. You know how these go already. That's why sometimes you can't even bother to engage in some of these conversations. Because all you're gonna find yourself, people thought he was, but I think he was KO. Yeah, he was. Yeah. I would have loved to see what that would have been like. Tim Bradley and Keith Thurman. I would have loved to see what that would have looked like.
Tim Bradley and Keith Thurman.
I want to see what that. I would have loved
At
to see what
that
that would have looked
time,
like.
I think Keith Thurman would have stopped Tim Bradley.
Ooh, wait. Damn, Free. Think so? Yeah, Keith was a bit. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. Keith was on some different type of time, and then he was definitely on some different type of time. I was watching the thing with him and Fedora, and they were showing some old videos of Keith's younger days. Keith was putting people on their back, like he was like really putting people on their back, man.
Gonna get stopped, or Sebastian Fendora is gonna get stopped.
You know, everybody. Yeah, it can happen. I think so. I think Keith was surprised us with a few things. I'm not gonna lie, man.
He can
I
surprise
went back. I went back and watched the fight with Fedora and Tim, and even with both of those fights, are still two of my favorite fights. No matter how that second fight turned out, because you know why I gave Tim some credit because even with him taking the beating he took, he didn't make it easy. He didn't make it easy for Fedora, and I think that's why Fedora was like, you know what, I got to get him. I gotta get him out of here because he was still throwing punches and still hitting. He was still catching Fedora with certain punches. I said, now either Tim better than we thought, or they're Fedora blind. Because I was trying to figure out how he don't see these punches coming. You know what I'm saying? Free. It was certain punches he was getting caught with. I said, Fedora don't see
but
these
no,
punches.
see that's the thing about Sebastian Friendor, because he's so tall and the guys that he's fighting are so small. He leaves himself open a lot because um, these guys are faster than him. He got long arms, so he's not that fast.
Yeah.
So these guys are fast. When he throws
But I was, good morning, y'all. Babe, what's going on? I was just wondering
Zayas is fast.
who's it? You said Xander Zayas? Yeah. Zayas.
He
Yeah.
got punches, and Sebastian is slow. He got a nice the speed that Xander Zayas. He can land about 3 or 4 shots before Sebastian can throw another shot.
Yeah. Because like I said, as I'm watching this fight, I go, how is he not? Even in the first fight with him and Tim, I said, how he not seeing these punches? I said, damn. And Tim was catching him in the second fight the same way he was catching him in the first one. And I said, my God. And when I went back to really look at it, I said, how is he not seeing this? And I think if Tim could have kept capitalizing on what he was doing, maybe there would have been a chance that fight could have turned out different. Because who knows, Free, and you correct me if I'm wrong, that had that fight went another way and Tim would have won, that we wouldn't be talking about a trilogy right now.
Mm, it probably would have been a. I don't think it would have been a trilogy. Um, I don't think it would have been a trilogy because I don't think it would have been a rematch. I don't think it would have been a rematch because at the time, Sebastian Friendor was the interim champion. He wasn't a
Yeah,
champion at that time. Once he beat Tim Tszyu, he was elevated to the championship.
yeah,
He was elevated to the WBC champion, but he wasn't the WBC champion at the time. He was the interim champion. Um, Tim Tszyu was the only actual champion. So I don't think it would have been a rematch. I mean, it could have been if Sebastian wanted a rematch, but I don't think necessarily it would have been a rematch.
yeah. It just would have been for me. I said, who knows if everything would have went the way it was supposed to be? Would we even be talking about Thurman? Had things would have went the way, if it would have went that way, you know what I mean? Fedora a southpaw, which makes it more worse. Yeah. So, but I'm cool with the Thurman and Fedora because I'm interested to see what not what Sebastian's gonna bring. I'm more interested in seeing what Thurman's gonna bring because he's had a lot of injuries. We haven't seen him before this. We haven't seen him since he put that kid out of his misery. And before that, it was Barrios. Now he has the giant green giant in front of him, and I'm just like, okay, How do you, how do you deal with this? Um, and I think he's gonna get Thurman's gonna, if Thurman can pull this off, this will be great, man. I mean, I'm not really going for nobody in this because I like both of them. I'm just interested to see what.
I'm trying to figure out who Thurman will line up next if he does pull it off. Who who is he going to get in the ring with next?
Well, he should know who Boots is now, right? Because he said he didn't know who Boots was, or he don't watch him. What did he say? I don't watch him, or I don't know who he is. Something like that.
Talking about Boots.
Yeah. What did he say about Boots? He's like, I don't watch him, or I don't know who he is. He said,
He didn't know who he was.
yeah. So I mean,
Well, I know who most likely will be his opponent next, but they got a situation. It will be Virgil. Virgil is lined up to become the mandatory, but right now they're about to go through arbitration because Golden Boy won their um their court case,
yeah. I
so
got
they're
an
about to go
email.
through
I got an
arbitration.
email because whenever something happens, Ring Magazine or Ring, I should say, always emails me and they let me know all the news. I read that this morning, and I'm like, oh, okay, things are about to get interesting
Yeah,
now.
so the the, the Jerron Boots fight, the Jerron Boots Ennis fight is off, so Jerron got to move on because now they're about to go through arbitration.
If the sport of boxing is not already messed up, Jesus,
I mean,
jeez.
Oscar threw a monkey wrench in the situation because they was about to get ready to announce the fight, but then this whole uh, restraining order that Golden Boy put on blocked the whole fight because they was about to announce it. 'Cause they had agreed to the money and agreed to everything, and they was literally about to announce the fight.
What the hell is going on over there, man? Like, what the hell is going on over there, Golden Boy, man? Like, what are we doing? And then doesn't that put a lot of other fighters in jeopardy that's over there free? I mean, we can make this a Virgil Ortiz thing, but it's like, damn, doesn't what's going on right now? Does it affect any of the fighters at Golden Boy in any way because of all this, or it has nothing to do with none of them?
Huh?
Because of
You
what's
said what?
going on now with that, does that affect the rest of the fighters at Golden Boy? Does that affect them?
No, that's only Virgil. It had nothing to do. Golden Boy just put a card on last week. That's only Virgil.
He said Golden Boy was about to be cut out the mix, though. Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, I guess so,
That, that,
man.
that only has to do with Virgil. That don't have nothing to do with everybody else. Everybody else still fighting. Like I said, Gabrielle Fendora is about to fight. She's about to fight. She's with Golden Boy.
Yeah,
We just had daggone Oscar Duarte. He was supposed to fight 2 weeks ago, but Richardson pulled out. That was a Golden Boy card.
is
That was a Golden Boy card.
what's his name? What's young boy's name that's supposed to Floyd Schofield?
Ryan
He's not
Garcia.
with them, right? Who's Floyd
Yeah, he's with
Schofield
them.
with?
He's with
He's
them.
with them, right? I'm
He's with
waiting.
Golden Boy.
I'm waiting to see when he gonna come back outside.
Whenever his father let him come outside.
Don't yo, don't do that. Come on, come on,
No,
stop, free,
I'm not.
stop.
I'm not saying. No, I'm saying it because his father is his
Right.
manager. His
Why
father is the
Golden
one that's
Boy?
making all the fights for him.
You know what? You know what, Clip? Yeah, because they said Virgil tried to do that, go behind Golden Boy back and do some shit. That's how it was brought to me, not on social media, but that's how it was brought to me in person. I had a coach from another gym who actually knows them over there that said that's what he tried to do, and that's why it went the way it went. And I was like, I mean, when you try to be sneaky or shady, whatever you want to call it, or whatever you feel like you're doing was right, sometimes it's not always right. It feels right because you feel like I'm doing what I got to do for me. I feel like it's right, but then it can backfire on you. I mean, it's
Well,
crazy.
what
Treats him like
what he
a guy.
proved. what Virgil proved by him doing what he did, what he proved was it's Oscar the reason why the fight is not happening. It's not Virgil. It's Oscar. That's what he proved.
Yeah.
So he made it he made it be known. He wants to fight. It's not him that's holding up the fight. It's Oscar.
That's the only thing I hate about. I hate about this because as fans, we participate. We want this, and then now it is we have to play the waiting game. And now it's really no waiting game because it don't look like nothing's about to pop off. So it kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. But Jeff Spark, what you doing? What's up, my man? Everybody smash that like button. Good morning to everybody. Peace to everybody out there. Peace and blessings to everybody out there this good morning. Yeah, fortunately it just sucks, man. Floyd Schofield, man, though, but gotta wait to see what you said when his daddy said he can come back outside. You a fool, Free.
Well, right. I mean, Schofield. I mean, I guess they're gonna try to
Yeah,
have him fight the number two guy for the vacant WBA belt. Um, that's what the talk was, but
I knew he.
I haven't heard anything else about it since they
Thank you,
came out
thank you,
with that
sir.
rumor. I haven't heard
Appreciate
anything
you.
else about it.
So correct me if I'm wrong, and I believe you told me this, and I didn't know this till you said it. Where do they have? And even though he lost to Shakur, where do they have Cepeda ranked? Well,
One, number one,
and he's still at 35,
yeah,
and
he's number
Schofield
one
is at
for
30,
the WBC.
and Schofield's at 35.
Yeah,
Hey, man, I don't know. I'm not even about to get the
he's not gonna
idea
do
of
that.
entertaining. I'm not going to get the idea of entertaining that because that's not going to happen.
He not gonna do that because he's about to lose out on a superstar in Virgil Ortiz. So
Yeah.
he's trying to make as many superstars as he can because he already lost Jaime McGill.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, that's right.
Virgil, Virgil, Virgil about to be gone. Soon Virgil get the opportunity to leave. He's gone. Um,
He
Ryan
still
was
has
talking
Bryant.
about Ryan only had one fight left, but he just won this title, so he probably got read up for two more fights.
Damn, if you ask me, it ain't much left over there.
Nah, it's not. So he ain't gonna put two upcoming stars against each other.
Damn, Free. Boxing business is crazy, man. It is crazy.
I
BBO, what's
mean,
going on,
you
man?
got
Make
you
sure
got
you go
both of them.
subscribe
You
to
got
BBO
both of them
Sports
in.
TV. Huh?
You got both of them in position to fight for a title. It doesn't make sense to put them against each other. They both in position to
Who,
fight for a title. Kid
you talking about
Schofield,
Cepeda?
Kid
Who
Schofield
you
can
talking about,
fight for the
Cepeda?
WBA. Yeah, yeah. Zapata is number one. They just stripped Shakur Stevenson, so Zapata can fight for the vacant belt because he's number one, which is what they probably going to end up doing anyway. He's going to fight for the vacant
Well,
WBC. You got Kid Schofield at number one for the WBA. He's probably going to fight for the vacant WBA. There's no point in putting
okay.
them against each other when they both about to become a champion. They could just wait till they become a champion and make it a bigger fight because it's a unification.
Yeah. I mean,
And it's all in-house money.
that makes sense. That makes a whole lot of sense. Well, I mean, whatever they do, I'll be here to see it. Oh, you subbed to BBO a few months ago. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for doing that over there, man. Thank you for going subscribe to my brothers over there. Damn, man. When you think about it, Free, the business of boxing is deeper than just seeing your favorite fighter. Behind scenes, man, a lot of this bickering and back and forth, whatever we want to call it, it be real. It's not like wrestling where it's just
Yeah,
entertainment. this should be real. Like people think that when they hear stuff that this is scripted. None of this stuff is scripted. It'd be real situations, real issues where some people are just not happy where they at, and they want to get out. And it's not just about not being happy where you at. Sometimes you want a certain fight, and it's just like you like, oh, I'm not gonna get it, or he's not gonna get it to me, or I got to do this, I got to do that. Um, and it sucks, right? Because you have a contract free.
And what?
You know how contracts are.
She's
You got to fulfill that contract.
wait till I get in the house.
It's kind of difficult for you to fulfill that contract when you don't want to stay. What would be the best advice to you, Free? How do you get out of you know because you know contracts? How the hell do you get out of a contract that they're telling you got to fulfill? How do you get around that?
I mean, there's no way around a contract unless somebody breach it. If nobody breached the contract, you
Yeah.
gotta fulfill that contract. You can't get out of it. There's no way to get out of it until somebody breached the contract. So you sign the contract, you are hold to that contract until the other party breach it. Now, if the other party breach it, then that's your way out. But see, like a guy like Virgil wants out because he's looking at all of these fighters that came in around the time that he came in or came in after him, and all these guys are fighting for titles, and he hasn't fought for a title yet. He like, hold up, I've been an interim champion multiple times. I have never fought for a title. You got guys like Abdullah Mason, Xander Zayas, all these guys came in after me. They're champions. You got Williams Zepeda, he fought for a title. You got Kid Austin about to fight for a title. All these guys fighting for titles. I ain't fought for one yet.
Lucas body for
You
Tank's
trying to
old belt.
get out?
Lucas body for Tank's old belt. Interesting.
Hey, BBO, your boy got a dilemma. He's either going to fight for the IBF or he's going to fight for the Zuffa Championship, but he ain't fighting for both. The IBF said you got to make a choice. Either you fight for I belt or you fight for Zuffa belt, but you're not fighting for both. I told you that was
I
going
don't
to happen.
I don't know I don't know BBO if she. All I know is they got that press conference here in New York Friday. I don't know. And for my email, it says that Alicia will be there. It said Amanda Serrano will be there. So if these ladies is there, they're about to make a big announcement about something. I don't know who's fighting who, but I know it's about to be a big ass announcement. He's an MVP fighter. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go look him up. He might be there Friday.
Told you it was going to happen. I said, I don't know how that's going to work. He's the IBF champion. He signed over to
Oh,
Zuffa. I don't know
Josh.
how that's
Okay,
going to
I know
work.
who they talking about. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I know who you talking about now. Boy, yeah. He slept this. Oh yeah, I remember watching that. I saw that. I saw that on YouTube. Oh man, that's not who. That's not who Schofield about to fight. Oh shit, man. Look. His daddy might jump in the ring for him. You might have to tag him in. Put me in, coach.
Oh, it's that. Tell him, hey,
Hey, what up?
show him the 5 styles of boxing. Show him the 5 styles.
Hey, what he said? Hey, Free? What he say about the rib? Put me in, coach.
I'm nigga talking about something. 5 styles of boxing. I'm like, what the hell is 5 styles of boxing?
He said, "What the hell is my stuff? What the hell is that, though?" Honestly,
Oh, that sound like he been watching some karate flicks. 5 styles of boxing.
yeah. When he said that, I was like, "Okay, maybe somebody can help me out because I'm lost. I don't know everything, but I'm lost. It's something,
No,
huh?"
we was lost. That's why Dub said, okay, what is the 5 styles of boxing? He
He said,
never
"Okay,
told us
well,
the 5 styles. He told us 2. That was it. He never told us the 5 styles.
You never told. Oh, get Austin may get knocked out. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, because that dude, yeah. He never, but you know what? When he never, I never understood it though. I was like, I was lost for a second. I said, what is he talking about? Because I was trying my best before judging him. I was trying my best to understand what he was saying, and I was like, I'm not either. I'm stupid or I'm really not understanding what he's
That,
saying. I think wins that fight if he's careful. Yeah, he can if he's careful, but yeah, you don't want to get caught face down. He better come in a smart way. But his father, I feel like sometimes is gonna get him in a situation that one day he's not gonna be able to get out of it. You're gonna get him in something that he can't get out of. Just saying. He gonna get him in something. It's gonna be hard to get him out. Because that's all you hear him talk is his father. You don't hear the son talk like that. You hear him talk once in a blue moon. It's his pops doing it. His pops gonna get him in something one day. He gonna get hands, feet, and knees and elbows put on that boy. And the boy can fight. I can't sit there and be like, yo, he's
I
trash. He
mean,
can't fight. The boy can fight, but his pops gonna get him in
he's
something. He going, you know what I'm saying? His pops gonna get him in something where 35 is interesting. Keep in mind, y'all, let's stop acting like Abdullah Mace is at 140. Let's stop acting like he there. Checkmate, he's still at
that
35. I'm
man don't
just
want
telling
no
you.
that man that man don't want no Doodle Mason. That's why he's trying to get this daggone WBA vacant. He don't want no Doodle Mason.
That's what he trying to do,
I
free.
want I want to see I want to see I want to see what he's going to do when Tank Davis come back and Tank Davis say I want my belt. He got to fight him. If he want to hold on to that belt, he got to fight him. Cause Tank is in recess.
Well,
He's not.
he,
He
be- he
hasn't been
better he
stripped.
better
He was
he better
placed in
pray that
recess.
tank. Well, he better pray that tank go through a moment and say, "Fuck it, I don't want to come back." Because if he do come back and he decides to come back for you, you're in trouble, young lad. And all that talking that your father do is
I
not gonna
think.
get you
I
out of
think that might. I think. I think that might be the holdup. That's why they haven't made this fight yet because they're trying to figure out what weight class is Tank gonna come back at. Because if he
yeah.
come back to 35, he can fight us immediately for that belt back. And I think that's what the holdup is.
Well,
That's why
the
they
quickest
haven't announced his fight yet.
the quickest way to go to sleep is to get on the tank train.
Because I mean, that's literally. I mean, they said they want to fight with Tank Davis. Well, if you really want that fight, go ahead and get his belt. If he come back to 35 and he want that belt, he gotta fight you.
What y'all think about Devin on this channel? Everything going with him and Rolly, Keyshawn, Xander, and all of the names been thrown around with Devin. Oh,
Well,
I don't.
those let's be honest. Those names wasn't thrown around, Devin. Those are the names that Bill and Devin said. They said those names because Xander was never in the picture. They said
Y'all
something
keep,
about
hey, keep,
Xander.
keep, keep.
Now,
What's his name? Clifton. Keep talking to him. Let me go get my bottle of water. Y'all keep talking. Just give me a second.
yeah, now Keyshawn has called out Devin, and they put Keyshawn on the list of fighters. Like Devin came out with this list back in May. He came out with this list. Keyshawn was on that list, Rolly was on that list, and Ryan was on that list. Xander has never been on that list. They just recently said they will go fight Xander at 54. So these are the names that they've been putting out. These guys ain't been calling for Devin. Devin put their name on the list.
Um,
So now Keyshawn has been calling Devin out. Rolly said we can make the fight because Rolly has another tough fight that he has to fight, which is his mandatory.
I'm,
And he's like, okay, well, I can possibly lose either one of these fights. Which one is going to pay me the most money?
um,
And of course, Devin will pay him more money than his mandatory.
but I'm and I'm not saying nothing disrespectful. So I want people to hear what I'm saying. I'm getting a little. Maybe it's me, friend. You can correct me. I'm starting to get a little confused when it comes to Keyshawn because it was the whole running down on Devin. Then he makes another video where he's on the beach calling out Pitbull Cruz. I'm like, well, we were going for 47. Now we back at 40. You do know Pitbull Cruz is at 40. He's like, you ain't got an opponent. I don't have an opponent. Let's fight. I mean, I understand this is the fight game and all call outs are mandatory. I'm just trying to figure out what we doing, where we at. Or we just trying to like, what are we doing? I don't know. or we or we just
Well,
like, you know what I'm saying?
I think what Keyshawn is doing. I think what Keyshawn is doing. I think he's only willing to go to 47 if he can get the fight with Devin. He didn't call
Okay.
anybody else out at 47. He only called out Devin. So I
Yeah.
mean, he can get the Rolly fight. He can get probably the Ryan Garcia fight, but he hasn't called those guys out. He only called out Devin. So I think he's
Okay.
only willing to go to 47 for Devin. But
Yeah.
Devin Devin hasn't sent him a offer. So he's like, okay, well, he hasn't sent me an offer. Let me go try to get Pitbull Cruz. Well, Pitbull Cruz like, Keyshawn, I'm not about to fight you when Tank Davis is coming back and he's saying that I'm the fight that he's going to have next when he come back. I'm gonna get the rematch that I've been wanting for about 2 years now.
Mm. So he's not even looking his way. Like, I'm not even interested in you, player. Tank already made it clear.
No, he's waiting to see. Oh, I think. I mean, Pitbull Cruz is waiting to see what Tank is going to do. Like Tank court case is going to get thrown out. He has never been charged for the whole situation with the young lady.
And that's what another
They
thing people
arrested
got to
him. I
be.
think
Yeah.
when he got arrested, what, January 29th, he still hasn't been charged. So they arrested him, but they never charged him. So that whole case is probably about to get thrown out, because I guess this quote unquote video that everybody's quote have seen, it must not be as concrete as they said it is. The police said everything looked like what the lady said. We heard Jake Paul say he seen it, and Tank Davis put hands on the lady, and other people said they seen it. Well, it must not be that daggone concrete, because if you got a video showing everything that the lady said went down, why haven't you charged the man yet? You got concrete evidence. Why haven't you charged the man yet?
Yeah,
I mean,
because I
yes,
think
word of mouth
I
is
would like
one thing, but when you got visual,
because I
you
would
can't
like
get
to
around
believe that.
visual.
Yeah, because I would like to believe that if it ain't no evidence, then you really ain't got nothing on me. But if there's evidence, then what we doing?
Yeah, and then, like I said, his lawyer is one of the best lawyers in Miami. This is the same lawyer that was the lawyer for the chief of police of Miami, and they won their case against the state. He was the chief of police hired the same lawyer that
Five
Tank
Gay,
Davis
what's up,
got,
my
and they
Dallas
won
brother?
their case against the state.
Yeah, because
They
and
won
that's
their case against the state.
that
So
that that that's the thing I hate about this stupid world we live in. Because I thought it's supposed to go. If I got proof, then I'm to expose it, right? But if there's no proof, then let me go on about my business so I can be able to sleep better at night. But if there's proof, then go ahead, let me go face my consequences. If you tell me, hey, 6 months, 6 months in the county, let's just say, okay, then that's what I gotta go do. 9 times out of 10, I probably won't do the 6 months. I probably do three, but whatever the case may be.
nah,
But I ain't about to sit here like, what do we? If there's proof,
his ass
what we doing?
ain't doing. He, that nigga ain't doing no much. Like this case has a very big outcome on whether he's going to do 4 years in jail or not. Because if he's
Yeah,
found guilty in this case, he has the probation that's in Baltimore, which means he will have violated his probation, and he will have to do a minimum of 4 years, because that's how much he
yeah.
got. That's how much time he got left on his probation. So he will have to
And,
do a minimum of 4 years in Maryland.
and
So
this,
this case has a very big outcome of what's going to happen. But the judge is because of his lawyer
No,
that he
no,
got in
hold on, time
Miami,
out.
and the
Vay,
lawyer
hold on, time out. Vay, not 40 years, four,
four,
not
four,
40,
four.
four. He didn't murder nobody. He didn't murder
Yeah,
nobody
no,
now. But
4 years.
listen, we
He's
ain't
only
trying to put no bad luck on the man now. I don't want to see nobody do 40 years now. Come on. That
no,
man got a
no.
family.
If a nigga is no, you might as well just let me do my time, and I can get out on good behavior. If you got me on probation for 40 years, man. Let me do my time. I get out on good behavior and cancel the whole probation. 40 years of probation? God damn. I never heard nobody on no 40 years of probation. The most I ever heard was 5 years. I never heard nobody on 40 years probation. You can't do nothing for the rest of your life. 40 years of probation. The man is 31 years old. That man will be
No,
71 by the time he get off
no,
of
I think she,
probation.
I don't know if I don't know if she thought 40 years of probation or 40 years locked up. Either way, I ain't trying to do neither one. So,
If a nigga is on 40 years of probation, the nigga 31, that nigga will be 71 when he get off of probation. God damn.
boy, you can't fart without asking for permission. Are you kidding me? You gotta ask for
I be
permission just
like,
to
man,
pass down.
listen, let's let me go to jail. I can get off half of that time. I get out. I be done
Let
at
me, hey,
20.
listen. Let me,
I be done at 20
let
years.
me.
I
You
get
know
out
what?
half that time.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you. Like you just said, let me go to jail. Let me go to jail, bro. Let me go ahead and knock that shit
I
out,
take
cause I
my
might.
chances in jail. I get out in
I'll
20
take my
years.
chances to
I be done
jail,
at 20.
cause I might. The whole situation is weird that a public message out like Tank was the fugitive on. Yeah, I know. You know what though, Cliff? What they do is he has a history of shit, right? So let's not even if you just look at the situation he was in. When you take it back to he grabbed the girl and walked her up out the gym and roughed her up. They take a lot of that history because this is what they do. See, if they can't get something on you, they gotta find something. Like I remember when I
Well,
got
see,
in
and
trouble with
but
my ex.
if you really think about it,
Yeah.
if you if you really think about it, that's the only thing he ever did to a female. He grabbed her by a coat and walked her out of the gym and kind of
Well,
shook
you
her.
know,
That's the
but
only
then you
thing he
also
ever
got to,
did
but then you
that
also
we
got,
know of.
yeah, but then you also got to take the situation where he I think he hit the pregnant lady. Was he?
He ain't hit
That's
no
what they
pregnant
say.
lady.
That's what they
He
say.
had a he 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 had a natty. He got into a car accident. He left the scene. The
Yeah.
people in the car with the lady said nobody was hurt. I don't even know why she's making a big deal about it. Nobody
Well,
was
because
hurt.
you know how I'm not even mad that she did it because if she knew who she was, who he was, yeah. Oh, I'm pregnant, and they thinking about money, which is real foul. But that's the type of world we live in, where people are just foul. I didn't know he was facing
Yeah.
that. No, he's not facing that kind of time. We was, I mean, 4 years, but not 40. That was something that my
No,
homegirl
he
thought my man said.
well he is facing 4 years, but it depends on what happened in Miami. If
Yeah,
he's found not guilty in Miami, 9 times out of 10, the case that he got in Baltimore because it's based off a violation of probation. If the
yeah.
case is dismissed or he's found not guilty in Miami, the situation in Baltimore is they're gonna say, okay, well, you're just gonna finish your probation. There's no violation. But if he's
But
found guilty, at the minimum, he's gonna do
well,
4 years because he
I'll tell you this,
violated his
Free.
probation.
I tell you this, Free. You know this just as well as I do, working in law enforcement, especially as a black man. You know, when we get opportunities or we get chances, second or third chances, which that's rare in this country. If he gets out of this, it doesn't matter what happens next. For he got to stay out of shit. Because if they happen to let him the next time, they're not going to play with him. Whatever time you were supposed to do, so he gets out of
Well,
this, he gonna have to stay
what he
out of
got to
shit.
stop doing? What he got to stop doing? He got to stop dealing with these high yellow females.
So come on,
He got to
Free.
start dealing with some brown skin chicks. No,
Come
I'm
on,
being
yo,
serious
yo, Free, yo,
because
yo,
no, I'm being 100% serious because
Crazy.
when you deal, I'm telling you, if you pay attention, most high yellow females are trying to get you locked up. Brown skin and dark skin chicks, they gonna get somebody to put hands on you. They ain't worried about you getting locked up.
Well,
They gonna get somebody to put hands on you. I'm just being serious.
last time I checked,
Just go around and look
damn
at
it.
the situation.
Last time I checked, Vicky wasn't the color of Whitney Houston. What is you trying to say, sir? What is you trying to say, sir?
I'm not putting my hands on her, but I guarantee you, if somebody put their hands on my wife, I guarantee you she will make sure they get
Oh,
locked
that's a
up.
fact.
I
That's a
guarantee you.
fact. That's a fact.
Okay, what I'm
We're not
saying is,
playing them type of
what I'm
games.
saying is, but once again, my wife is not high yellow. She's light skinned, but she ain't high yellow.
Yeah.
We know when we say high yellow, we talking about the ones that can pass for Caucasian or another
But why does he?
nationality.
But why does he? Why
Vicky
does he
ain't
keep?
passing for no
But
other
why does he keep
nationality.
like? I understand as men we make mistakes, but when do you learn from that? Why does he keep finding himself in these situations? Like you keep putting yourself in the same predicaments, dude. Like it's crazy. When will you learn?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm I'm gonna tell you why, and this is the reason why a lot of people in the world find themselves in those same situations time and time again. To those type of individuals, they are attracted to them. If you find yourself dealing with the same type of female over and over again, be like, man, I gotta stop dealing with it. Or why every female I deal with is this or that, it's because you are attracted to that type of female. Or whether it's a male, you're attracted to that type of male. You might not see it, but everybody else can see they see the dude that you're dealing with, they be like, he act just like the last nigga you was with. Or she act just like the last girl you was with. You're
Yeah, you
attracted
know
to
what?
that
I'm not gonna
individual.
lie
That's
to
what it
you.
is.
I'm not gonna lie to you. As men, because I've done it before I met Tiff, I would do it. It was always the same type that I would put myself in a situation where I was like, okay, when are you going to learn? And that was my problem. I had to really ask myself, when are you going to learn? Because obviously you're not learning. You can't be learning because you keep putting yourself in these same
But see,
predicaments, and that's what I was doing. It took for me to get with Tiff
and that's
where all that shit had to stop, and I was like, you know what? Okay, finally, I'm with somebody where I don't have to be accused of something that I didn't do because the same type of situation Tank was in, I faced that same situation in 2017 where it was just like, and here it is, I'm standing in front of a judge, and then they looking at me like, yeah,
see
well,
you see what
you might have to sit on.
you see what Clifton said? You see what Clifton said?
He got a point, the yellow. Oh, oh man, this is what I was saying, Clifton. I was about to say,
I'm just being honest with you. Most brown skinned females, they're not calling the police for the most part. They will go get somebody to put hands on you. If you put hands on them, they're gonna get somebody to put hands on you. High
well,
yellow females,
my ex
9 times out of 10, the
my
first thing
ex
they
was a
do is
dark.
calling the police.
Well, my ex was a dark bacon cheeseburger. Yeah, she called the cops on me, but it was okay though. You know what I mean? We fixed it. But yeah, I mean, for the most part,
I didn't. And once again, I didn't say all. I just say
no,
most.
I just
I didn't
said
say
mine.
all
I
because
said mine. I
you
said
have
mine.
yeah
I just said mine. The
yeah.
one I was
No,
dealing with.
that's what I said. I didn't. That's what I said. I didn't say all of them do. Most of them do. Because you have some high yellow that will say, "Hey, oh no, it's not going down like that. I'm about to go call my peoples." But
But you know,
most of them will call.
as a
The first thing they're
professional,
going to do is call the
as
police.
a but as a professional, and this just doesn't go for boxers. It just goes for athletes, rappers. They just got to stop
You
putting
know,
it
I'm not in
because
this conversation.
we seen these type of incidents happen before, way before Tank came around. And some of these guys get themselves in these situations where the cops get called, they pull up to these fancy ass mansions, and it's like, oh God, who lives? Who's? I got
Like I said, I got Baby
yo
D on speed dial.
yo
I got
yo.
Baby
Stop,
D on
Josh.
speed dial.
Stop, Josh. Yeah, you got these cops. They get called to these places. They pull up to these fancy mansions. Sometimes these cops go to these places that don't even know who house they coming to. Then here it is. You open the door. Ain't that Javante Tank
And like
Davis? Holy shit!
and like the whole situation with his baby mother, the last two incidents that he had with his baby mother. The first one, she was the one that did all that stuff and tried to say he did it, and we saw he had spit all on his face and everything. She was the
Yeah, that was
aggressor in that
crazy.
situation. And then the second time, that whole case got thrown out, which is on Father's Day, because they said, oh, they have audio of him screaming at him, but then they go and listen to the shit. They're like, he didn't do anything. They dropped the
Well,
whole case.
I'm gonna need Tank
So
Davis to
that would
stop
say,
going. I'm gonna need Tank Davis to stop going to the food stand place to pick up his women because it ain't working out for you, player. I'm gonna need you to stop doing that.
it
I
ain't
don't
the
know where
food
you
stand place.
I don't know where you picking these. I don't know where you
That
picking
ain't the
these
food
women
stand
up at,
place.
bro. But I'm gonna need you to stop going there. I don't know where you going.
It ain't it
Stop.
ain't it ain't the food stand place because that's where he needs to go. Because the ghetto chicks ain't calling
Don't
the
do.
police. They
Just
gonna call
stop.
their brother. They gonna call their brother. They gonna call a couple of their homeboys. They ain't calling the police. Ghetto chicks ain't dealing with the police. They gonna call some people that they know. The high end chicks are the ones that's gonna call the police.
He
He need,
said strip.
and I said the same thing. I
Clifton
said the
said
same
strip
thing
club.
about I
Clifton
said
said
this
strip.
about Tank Davis a while. I said he needs to go deal with one of these Baltimore chicks that's from the hood. That's what he need. He need to get one of these beautiful Baltimore chicks from the hood that ain't thinking about calling the police. You put your hands on them, they gonna call their peoples. They ain't calling the police.
I think and it's
That's
and
all.
you got to understand, him being a father because I think he has two daughters now, if I'm not
He
mistaken.
got two daughters. He got two
Okay,
daughters.
so you
He
have
got
to
two.
think about them. You have to think about them, and not saying he's not, but he just has to make sure if he gets out of this situation, it can't be no more of this. It can't be no more of this. You understand what I'm saying? Because your daughter's his baby
But
should be
I
a
don't
little
think I
older
don't
now.
think he's the I don't think he's the problem. I think people are looking at, okay, he already got in trouble with this, so I know that this is an easy lick. If he scream at me wrong, I'm calling the police. I'm gonna say he did this. I say he
But
did that.
it's a
I know that I'm gonna get some
you're
money out
you're
the
the
situation.
you're the problem if you surround yourself around it. You're gonna have to find a way to separate yourself from this because it's crazy that every time it happens with him free or when it happens with these athletes, the cameras is always on them. It's always somebody that's like, yo, what are you doing? I'm already going through enough. Like, what are we doing? Because all I need to do is get into one more
But
situation
see,
and I'm
I'm gonna,
going away. I wanted to.
but it's two parts to that because the cameras are always on him when he's doing something bad, but the cameras are not on him
Yeah,
when he's doing something good because
that's crazy.
mysteriously,
That's crazy.
everybody saw this video and all this stuff about him doing this stuff to this female, but wasn't no cameras around when the nigga was doing the turkey drive in Baltimore. Wasn't no cameras around then.
Well, no cameras around then.
And ain't no cameras
But this
around
is but that's
when
but free. That,
when
that's always it's
when he
always been like that. Even with rappers, rappers go out and they get into stuff, and you want to talk about how bad they did this and did that. But where was y'all when they was doing the turkey drives, the back to school giveaways, going to schools,
yeah,
talking to
like when
children, telling them to stay
if
in
it
school?
wasn't for the fact if it wasn't for the fact that they set up the news people to come out to Baltimore, there was no cameras around when he was building up his old block. He renewed his whole old block, the whole block.
Yeah,
He
but this is
redid
what
the entire whole block.
this is what they do to us. The cameras always is going to be on us when it's something negative. But where was you? That's like me. I do my cookout. I've been doing it every year. You're not there to see what I'm doing, and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And as soon as something negative happened with me, that's when the camera on me. But where was you when I was going around taking some of the food and might have been giving it to the homeless or doing a back to
And
school giveaway? But you want to be
just
around
like
when I'm doing something negative.
and just like some niggas, This nigga redid his entire whole block, and what they do, they go over there and set it on fire, and wonder why you
I
ain't got
never knew
nothing
they.
good.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
The
whoa, whoa!
nigga
Time out.
redid the whole block.
I never knew they went and set. They set the whole block on fire.
Not the whole block, but like a couple of houses they set on
But
fire.
why the fuck would y'all do that? And
Niggas,
then wonder why we don't have nothing. That's some hating.
nigga.
And y'all knew he did that. So y'all just did it what, to be haters? Or you like the way the neighborhood looks? We don't like the neighborhood being clean.
Cause
We like it to look rough. We like abandoned houses. That's what we like. We like abandoned houses.
yeah, that I was like, damn, y'all niggas set the daggone house on. The nigga just redid the whole damn block.
And
Oh,
I
y'all,
remember that.
if y'all never been through Baltimore, if y'all never been through Baltimore, drive through Baltimore and tell me if you see anything that looks nice in Baltimore. I mean, you have
Drive through.
spots
Now,
where it
Free
be like,
said,
okay, that's nice, that's
Free
nice.
said drive through Baltimore. He didn't say get out the car. He just said drive. I advise you drive. Don't get out the car. Don't stop at
No,
no store.
I
Drive.
go through Baltimore. I go through Baltimore damn near every day, and you will see a nice house, and the next three houses is abandoned. Then you'll see another nice house. The next
Teach, what
four
up?
houses is abandoned. I'm like,
Why
damn,
would you do that?
this is all up
And
and
you
down the
have
whole
real
damn block.
people. You got people like Calvin Ford and them. They're trying to do stuff to uplift the city, to uplift the community and the kids, and then y'all go do shit like that. You're gonna go burn it down. So y'all like things the way they are. We don't like things to be clean. We want
No,
abandoned houses.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you never been through Baltimore, when you drive through Baltimore, it's gonna look like a scene from a movie. When you see them daggone movies and they going through the bad neighborhoods, that's what Baltimore look like. It look like a scene from one of those movies. Because unless you're downtown, outside of the harbor, and you start moving to where the people have the houses and the apartment building, them joints is tore up. You like, damn, y'all ain't got nothing over this joint that look good. You won't start seeing nothing to look good in Baltimore until you get to
You live
Baltimore
in.
County. Then that's when you start seeing some nice homes and things like that when you
My
get to
thing is this,
Baltimore
Free.
County.
The crazy thing is this, right? And this is why I say when I get to where I need to be in life, I'm not gonna care about nobody saying that he ain't never came back and did this. Because my thing is when you don't come back to do something, right? The first thing they say is D Free ain't shit because he don't come back here to do nothing. D Free goes back to Maryland and goes back to a particular block and he gets this fixed and he gets that, he builds this, and they turn around and destroy it. What kind of ish is that?
Hold on, he said you live in DC, so you ever say we DMV? DC is DMV. That's what the D stands for. DC,
Yeah, I think
Maryland,
that's I think
Virginia.
that's what he I just think that's what he's asking. Because some people might
No,
not.
that
Yeah.
that no. If you never paid attention, go back and listen to my intro when I'm doing my football live. I got a song on there and my intro. It said that's why the DC is now the new DMV. Yes, we're part of the DMV, but Baltimore is not part of the DMV. Richmond is not part of the DMV. If you outside of the subway system or outside of the Beltway area, you're not part of the DMV. It's only the metro system. So whatever part of the metro runs through, that's the DMV. If you outside of the metro, which is the DC, the metropolitan metro, not the Baltimore metro, and not the Virginia metro, whatever they got out there. But if you're not part of the metropolitan metro system, you're outside of the DMV.
Yeah.
Like right now, where I'm at, where I live at right now, this is not part of the DMV. The DMV is the metropolitan subway system.
I'm
Right
in a
now, where I live at, I'm not in the DMV. I'm in Glen Burnie. I'm not in the DMV. I'm in Maryland, but I'm not in the DMV. I
everybody
have to
likes to
go
make
to
that.
Prince George's County,
The,
Montgomery
the,
County.
the thing is, Teach. I stopped paying attention to stuff like that because black people, especially when it comes to us, we make the biggest deal out of stuff that just be like. I
What
mean,
I
it's good to clarify it so people can understand. But you got dudes that actually know what these places be, but they just like to ask. And not saying you or anybody else, but you just got some people who just like to bring up dumbass conversations. Just to make it look like they're making the conversation. A lot of people
he's
know
hold
what.
up. He's he said I met dudes
I
from
met
D.
a dude in DC. He doesn't include DC in the DMV, so I'm confused. Thanks for clarifying. Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of people do that, man. A lot of people do that.
My bad, my bad.
Nah,
He
it's
said
all
I
good.
met a dude in DC. He said I met a dude in DC. They said DC is not included in the DMV. What the hell they think the D is for?
They don't,
DC,
people
Maryland, Virginia.
people just
I'm
say
gonna tell you right now,
people just say
that
any
dude,
damn thing.
9 times out of 10, either the dude is ignorant or the dude is not from DC.
He
That's
definitely
one
can't
of the
be.
two.
That's
One of the
like
two.
that's like saying I'm not going to include Connecticut in the tri-state area.
He said
We
DC is
don't
not
consider
included.
Connecticut in the tri-state area. What?
So what does the D stands for in the DMV? What does the D stands for?
Yeah,
It stands for DC, Maryland, and Virginia. That's what the DMV stands for. What the
like people are stupid.
what do you think it stands for? Department of Motor Vehicles?
They said on the popular motor vehicles.
The
Hey,
fuck you
that's a
think it
good one,
stands
Freak.
for?
That's a good one. Department of Motor Vehicles. Yeah, that's like somebody saying, tri-state areas, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. No, we're not Connecticut. We don't. Connecticut is not part of it. We don't. No. Like, what are you talking about? Stupid. This is why I don't have conversation with a lot of these dudes. A lot of these dudes just run their mouth to be running their mouth, man. You can't talk to everybody. Like y'all have to learn as men, sometime as people, to not have a conversation with everybody just because they open up their mouth. Because there's a lot of people who talk because they want to be heard
And I'm
and
gonna be
don't know
honest
what they
with you.
talking about.
I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of niggas that's out of town, niggas say they from like DC because everybody know DC. Most people don't
Yeah,
know about Maryland. They know about DC. They don't really know about when you say Maryland, most time they think of Baltimore. They think of Baltimore, Maryland. They don't know about Prince George's County. They don't know about Montgomery County, Howard County, Anne Arundel, St. Charles. They don't know about the counties. So they would say, "Oh, I'm from DC," even though they might be from Maryland and they might live real close to DC, but they really from Maryland, so they'll just say they from DC. But it doesn't mean they from DC. It's just like if a New Yorker come down to Maryland and he's from, let's say he's from Chappaqua. He's not gonna say he's from Chappaqua because don't nobody know where the fuck Chappaqua is. That nigga might say I'm from Yonkers or I'm from Mount Vernon or I'm from the
why,
Bronx.
yo,
He might say he's from one of those areas, which is very close to Chappaqua, but it's not
yeah,
Chappaqua.
yeah,
Chappaqua is a high end environment. So
yeah.
niggas ain't gonna say where they actually from because most people don't know those areas because it's not
Nah,
known like that.
it's parts of New York that ain't known. It's a lot of parts of New York that ain't known. You know what I mean? So when you bring it up and people go, well, where the hell is that at? I ain't never heard of that, and I've been to New
Like
York before.
when my cousin said he lives in New York, I was like, where you live at? He said I live in Carmel. I was like, where the fuck is Carmel at? He said, man, it's over here by Brewster. I'm like, where the
Yeah,
fuck is
man.
Brewster at? Because
Yeah,
the
Brewster.
only part of New
Brewster.
York that I knew, the only part of New York I knew was the boroughs. I didn't
Let me
know
tell you
about White
something.
Plains and all that. I knew about
Once,
Mount Vernon. I knew
once,
about Yonkers, but I didn't know about White Plains. I didn't know
yeah,
about
yeah. Let me tell you something.
Brewster,
There's so many parts.
daggone Bedford Hills.
There's so many parts of upstate New York. People just don't know. There's places your ass could go and be lost and never be seen again if you ain't careful.
I was like,
Yeah,
where the hell is Carmel at? He said, it's in Putnam County. I'm like, what the fuck is Putnam County?
yeah.
That's where Carmel's at.
Like
It's right outside of Westchester
I
County.
went upstate. I went upstate to Poughkeepsie to watch a fight. Somebody was like, Poughkeepsie, what the hell is that? What city is that in? I said, is upstate New York. It's like upstate. It's like I heard about because when they think of upstate, everybody knows Albany. Rather,
They
if you've
think of
been there before.
Albany. They
Oh
think
yeah,
about
I never been to
Buffalo,
Albany, but
Syracuse.
I'm familiar with Albany. But when you start saying Brewster and Monticello, they go, "What the hell is that?" Peekskill,
Yeah,
what the hell is that?
yeah. When you say upstate, most people think of Albany. They think of Buffalo. They think of
Yeah,
Syracuse. That's
Buffalo,
what they think of.
Buffalo, Syracuse. They go, yeah, 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 yeah. I heard of that. I heard of that. I heard of that.
They're like, nah, nigga, I'm talking about Rochester. Rochester? Where the hell is Rochester? It's not too far from Syracuse. That's where
It
Rochester
ain't
is.
too
Not too
far
far
from
from
it.
Syracuse.
I got an uncle that's been up there for like 30 years, man. I'm like, yeah, man, you can't get me to come up there for nothing. I'm like, nah, uncle, you too, uh-uh. You too far for me, bro. Because people don't
Yeah,
realize there's parts of New York where it takes you a while to get up there.
yeah. Oh no, driving from we was driving from Carmel to Rochester. That joint took about 6 hours. I was like, damn, nigga, are we ever gonna get there?
Thanks, Vay. I didn't even see that. Thank you, Vay.
I'm like, are we ever gonna get to
Come on, they
Rochester?
smack.
He was like, yeah, we.
Y'all don't
I'm
smack
I'm
nobody
seeing
upstate. Y'all
no,
ain't
I'm
built like
seeing
that upstate.
signs. I saw a sign for Niagara Falls. I saw a sign for Canada border. I'm like, dog, we
Yeah.
about to be in a whole nother
See, but
country.
you know what? This is imagine coming from Alabama going to New York. I was lost. Oh, I ain't gotta imagine that. Because I didn't did it, Miss Gibson. And I ain't talking about on no Greyhound. I'm talking about I used to literally be in the car with my pops. We be in a station wagon driving from the South Bronx, right? From the South Bronx all the way to Mobile, Alabama. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Man,
But
what you
yeah,
say?
that's like you coming from Alabama and you're not gonna say, and you might live in Tuscaloosa. They're not gonna say I'm from Tuscaloosa. They're gonna say I'm from Mobile. Everybody know
Yeah,
about Mobile, Alabama.
they'll
They ain't
know
gonna say I'm
about
from
it,
Tuscaloosa.
or they'll know about Montgomery because
Yeah,
they know
or
the history
Montgomery.
of Montgomery, and they go, oh, yeah, 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 Montgomery. I
They
ain't
gonna
never been there, but I heard of it. It's a lot of history down there. See, a lot of people can hear about stuff and never been there, or you can hear about somebody and never met them. Oh, I ain't met them, but I heard about them. But then you bring up
that's
somebody, you be like,
what I
I
say.
ain't never heard of that dude. Nah,
That's
I
why
don't, I
like that's
don't.
why I say niggas out of town, they might say they from DC, but they might not even be from DC. They might be from Maryland or they might be from Virginia. But because
Yeah.
everybody knows about DC, they would claim DC. Oh, I'm from DC. They
I,
might live
listen,
in they might live in Alexandria, which is right across the
yo,
bridge. They might live in
dudes do
Alexandria. Oh, I'm
dudes do
from
that
DC.
here. Dudes like New York dudes do that here, right? Like I said, a dude could be from West Bubblefuck upstate and go down to Georgia, ATL to my I'm from New York City. No, you're not. You're from New York State. Stop it, son. Stop it. You can't go all the way down
Right.
to Atlanta, Georgia, saying there, I'm from what part of New York City you from? I'm from Brewster. What?
This what you do. When a nigga say they from DC, you ask them what part, what street. Because if you from DC, when you say what part, there's only four parts of DC. It's northwest, northeast, southeast, southwest. There's four parts. Then you say what street are you from? Or what neighborhood are you from? Everybody knows the neighborhoods and
Yeah,
knows the
that's
streets in
listen.
DC if
That
you
that
from
that that's
DC.
like when I lived in Mobile, Alabama. I always, I tell people I lived in West Mobile. Oh, well, where you at? I stayed in Mobile Terrace. Across from Mobile Terrace, there's another place called Hillsdale. Went through all that. Went through all that, man. I went to I was getting ready to go to this college called South Alabama. When I was going for my GED, I was getting ready to go there, and I ended up not going because some other shit happened. I think I ended up moving back to New York. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's why certain people be like, "Yo, you lived in Alabama?" Yeah, it trips them out. But yeah, that's why I could talk about it because I lived there. All my family that
So
once
like
upon a time that was in New York migrated to Mobile, and some of them was already born and raised down there.
So like a person like me, you say you from DC, and I say what part of DC, and they give me a part. They say, oh, I'm from Northwest. Where at the Northwest? Oh, I'm from such and such. Nigga, that's not in Northwest. That's in Northeast.
Yeah.
No, it is.
But, you know,
No, I was born and raised in Northwest. That's not Northwest. That's Northeast. You're not gonna tell me what's Northwest and what's
yeah,
not. I know what's
you're
Northwest.
not gonna argue with me about where I'm from and where I actually live. Like that right there, we not gonna do. And I hate when cats do that because they be so glad just to be able to say they've been somewhere. And just because you've been somewhere and you stayed there for like a couple days or a week, don't make you from there, dummy.
That's like I know. I mean, that's what I said. A lot of people will claim an area because they know that's the most popular area.
Oh
Like if
yeah,
you go
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah, yeah.
California, niggas,
They would definitely do that. They would definitely
most
do it,
niggas
dude.
in California not gonna know nothing about Maryland. They might know Baltimore, but that's about it. That's all they're gonna probably know
Like
in Cali.
I
But
lived,
they know about DC. They definitely know about DC. So you're not gonna say,
yeah,
"Oh, I'm from Maryland." You're gonna say, "I'm from DC." Oh, okay. What part of DC you from? Oh, I'm from Northwest. Oh yeah, I heard it's rough out there.
yeah. Like
Niggas say.
I stayed in Brooklyn. I used to live in Coney Island. Stay aware. I used to tell people, I said, when you go to Coney Island, when you get off the train, there's a McDonald's. I believe the McDonald's is still there. I ain't been to Coney Island in so long. But you get off the
Yeah,
train,
I
there's a
was in.
McDonald's. I used to live right around that corner from that McDonald's. All I had to do was come out my building and walk my ass to the walk to do whatever I wanted to do.
I was in Brooklyn yesterday. I was in Brooklyn
No,
yesterday.
no, you heard
We was
of.
out this joint. Me
I
and my
don't know.
wife
Where's
was
that
in
at,
Brooklyn
RGM?
yesterday chilling.
Oh,
I
they
see.
just
You should.
sold. They
I should
just
hear.
sold. Um, Damn, I think it went through already, but they're talking about selling Nathan's out there. Nathan's has been in Coney Island for years, but for some reason now they're talking about selling it. Somebody's trying to buy it, which they're willing to spend a lot of good doggone money. It's upstate. No, no, RGM. I don't go. I don't deal with upstate. So if it is upstate, I wouldn't know. I don't deal with upstate like that. If for me to go upstate, I would have to have a valid reason. Other than that, it ain't nothing upstate for me.
Matter of
I
fact,
got. I
I'm
don't
about to
go up
go to
there.
Brooklyn. I'm about to go to Brook. I'm about to go to Brooklyn right now.
No, just hear this
I'm
dude
about to go
go.
to Brooklyn right now.
Drive
I
from.
am. How you gonna tell me
Oh
where I'm
yeah, I
going?
don't know RGM. I ain't.
I'm going to.
Yeah, I don't go upstate. I don't go upstate unless
I'm
unless I
going to
have a
Brooklyn.
reason. So no. Yeah, I ain't never. Yeah,
I'm going to Brooklyn. I'm about to go to Brooklyn right now.
man. Hear this guy. I ain't got time for D free and his bull.
Dog, I am going to Brooklyn right now. Now I didn't say Brooklyn, New York. I'm talking about Brooklyn, Maryland.
Okay,
Brooklyn,
I
Maryland
mean,
is 5 minutes up the street from
we're
me.
good. When you go there, tell Jay Z and I tell Jay Z I said what's up.
No, I'm not talking about Brooklyn, New York. I'm talking about
Okay,
Brooklyn,
so
Maryland. We got a Brooklyn, Maryland, 5 minutes up the street from me. Brooklyn,
it's
Maryland.
straight. Yeah, straight
Most
up
niggas
woods.
don't know.
Listen,
I didn't know that we had a Brook. I didn't know we had a Brooklyn, Maryland until I
I
saw
bet
it.
I bet
I
it
was like,
is
oh shit, it's
RGM.
Brooklyn. I'm in Brooklyn.
I lived upstate, so I experienced the living upstate, and upstate is all right. Upstate is almost like down south, right? When you retire from your job and you ain't doing nothing else, and you want to sit back and be in peace, and you don't want to be because living in the city is rowdy. They got quiet parts of the city, but they got more quiet parts upstate. If you don't want to be around people, or you go live your life up there, it's cool.
Hey,
It's not for
I
me.
tell you a real quiet part. I tell you a real quiet part. Upstate New York. Take your ass to Carmel, right there in Putnam County.
Yes,
That shit is so quiet. My cousin them would leave their front door open while they would sleep. I was like, man, if y'all don't close the door, they were like, nah, we cool. Everybody
shit,
know everybody. I said,
I'm
yeah, they
closing
know
my
you. They
door. I'm
don't know
closing
me.
my door.
Don't
I
know
don't
me.
care. You can't convince me how nice the community is. I don't care how nice it is.
Dog,
I'm locking
these
doors.
niggas, these niggas they would leave their car doors unlocked. They would leave their
Oh, they
front door open
tripping.
and go to bed for the night. For the
They
night, not
tripping.
during the day. For the night, they would go to sleep for the night. Dog, I was laying in the bed. They left their front door open. I'm like, dog, y'all ain't gonna close the door. They're like, nah, we cool. Everybody know everybody. I'm like, they know y'all. They don't know me. Man, a dude
Nah,
walked past the front door. I hopped up and closed the front door immediately. I was
nah.
like,
I'm not
oh
looking.
hell no,
I
nah.
tell
I'm
you
not
what.
having nobody walk past while I'm
I
sitting
tell
here
you what.
laying on this damn couch.
I wouldn't have been. Shout out to your peoples. I wouldn't have been staying there. Because I'm not doing that.
Nah, I
That would
closed
have been
that
the
door
last time. That would have
immediately.
been the
I was
last.
like,
Listen,
no, sir.
that would have been the last. I'd have been staying there because I'm like, I don't know what type of time y'all on, but I'm not living like that. Bye. I don't care how peaceful you're trying to convince me that this is. I'm not doing that. So more power to y'all.
I mean, I would have left, except for this was my first night in New York, and I ain't know where the fuck I was at. Like, because when my cousin drove to the house, this nigga took a back road. This is the most back road I've ever seen in my life. This nigga went through a trail in the woods. It was a trail in the woods that he drove down, and it led right to his apartment complex. I'm like, dog, you live in the woods? He was like, nah, this is just a back road. I'm like, yeah, this is definitely a back
Shit.
road because I see nothing but woods out this bitch. Literally, there's nothing but woods. This nigga drove. It looked like a spot that you would drive a dirt bike or a four-wheeler through. This nigga was driving his car down this damn dirt road, and we came out. We was at the apartment complex. So I was like, this the only way you can get. He like, nah, this is the back road. I'm gonna show you the normal way you would go if you didn't know the trail. The nigga took me the normal way. I said, you really went down a trail in the woods when you could have took the road? He like, yeah, this the back road. I'm like, yeah, nah, this different. This different. I ain't never. I said, dog, you know where I'm from, nigga. We from the same neighborhood. A back road, you go through a trail in the woods, nigga. That's a dirt bike road. That ain't no damn road that you drive your car down. Niggas
Yeah.
driving through the woods. You know how you watching TV and you see niggas driving in the woods. We literally
Yeah.
was driving in the woods. There was no street,
Yeah.
no lights, nothing. At night, the only light you saw was the light from your car. You ain't see no house lights.
Yeah.
There was nothing out there. I said, nah, I'm
Yeah.
not doing this. I'm not doing this. Like I went outside one night and sat because they got like a little picnic area. And they got a picnic area you can sit out there, anybody can use the picnic area. So one night I was smoking weed, I went outside and was smoking on the picnic area. I'm looking at the sky and I have never in my life seen so many stars in the sky. I was like, damn, it's always been these many stars in the sky. I was like, yeah, I'm way out here because there ain't no light cutting out the stars. I could see every star in the goddamn sky. It was like I was in a auditorium and I'm looking at the little space picture and shit. I'm like, damn, I can see every fucking star in the sky. It's quiet. You can't hear nothing but the trees, a deer,
Yeah.
some birds, a couple of
Yeah.
squirrels
Yeah.
fucking in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
tree, and a
Yeah.
couple of other things. I'm like, dog, it's quiet as hell out here.
I mean, I don't mind to a certain extent, but after a while, I'm like, yeah, I got to get up out of here. I'm not. I ain't playing that. I'm not playing that, man. That becomes too much. Too much, man. Yeah, but people do that. They go out of town, and I'm from here. I'm from here. Stop lying. Be proud of where you from. Be proud of where you from, man.
Yeah.
I never
Just
try
like,
to
remember,
act like I'm from somewhere.
y'all remember when Mary J first came out? She said she was from Brooklyn and her ass was from YO. She kept repping Brooklyn. I'm like, you not from Brooklyn, you from Yonkers.
She got
Why you not
people.
repping where you from?
Yeah, you got.
She didn't start repping Yonkers until DMX and the Locks came out.
She
That's when
got
she started
peoples in
repping
Brook. She
Yonkers.
got
But
peoples
the
in
whole
Brooklyn,
time
but no, you
everybody
ain't.
thought Mary J. Blige was from Brooklyn.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, everybody thought Mary J. Blige was from Brooklyn, but
people,
she ain't
people,
from Brooklyn.
people.
She from
And
Yonkers.
it was nothing. It was nothing to be ashamed of to say I'm from Yonkers just because it wasn't one of the boroughs. It was nothing because as crazy as DMX is, you wouldn't even think there was crazy dudes like him in Yonkers. You would have thought the way he acted, you'd have thought DMX was a Brooklyn dude because he got a Brooklyn mentality. But
See,
no, he from Yonkers, School Street,
what
home of the brave.
well, see, the thing is, the niggas, the outside people don't know about Yonkers, but the New York niggas knew about Yonkers.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
New York
yeah, yeah.
people knew about Yonkers. The outside people didn't know about
I
Yonkers.
stayed in. I spent my whole.
So
Uh,
she,
my brother been living in Yonkers since maybe what since the early 2000s. So when I used to go out there kicking with him, it was I mean it was already active before there. But I remember I spent the whole 2010. I spent that whole year kicking it with him and YO. And actually being in Mary
No,
J projects, I was actually kicking in the Mary J projects, and I used
RG,
to be like, these motherfuckers is crazy out here. Like, yo,
RGM. She didn't make it big in Brooklyn. She made it big in Harlem. She made it
yeah,
big in Harlem, not Brooklyn.
yeah. BK
She
messed with her
wasn't
and they
even
showing
repping
love,
Harlem,
but
and that's what she made it. That's what she made it big at
let me tell you
when she
something.
performed at the Apollo and she was performing at little concerts in
She
Harlem. That's what she
she
made it
came
big at.
she
But she
came out
wasn't even
here.
repping Harlem. She was repping Brooklyn.
All right, we in 20, so what's that, 2023? 2023, I believe she came out here. Maybe 20, no, excuse me, take that back. It was 2024 that she came out here. And, we have Harlem Week. So we have the people come out here, the artists come out here perform. We see her come on stage. We stupid hype. We like, Mary, oh yeah, it's about to be lit. She come out here and introduce us to old boy from Boys and Men, his sons. I'm like, man, we ain't about to stay out here to hear them. We don't give a damn about hearing them. And she gonna talk about, oh, I didn't come out here to perform, guys, and at least I showed up. We don't want to hear that shit, and we damn sure don't want to hear them. That man, we was mad as hell, man. I said, man, I'm going back in the house, and they coming out here singing everybody else's song. I'm like, I don't want to hear that crap. Yeah,
He
man,
said,
people.
Yonkers got their own state tax.
Like,
Yonkers got their own state tax section.
oh man, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you, free. Going up past is it past the mall? Going up past that mall, I found these apartments up there,
Oh,
right?
I had
And I was like, damn, these apartments is
you talking about
nice.
cross county?
Yeah, man. I said,
You talking about cross county?
God, yeah, man. Because my brother would drive me through there. Because my brother used to be like,
Yeah,
look, after I got married, he used to be like, "Nick, I'm not telling you you have to
they
move here, but eventually you and her need somewhere to go. You don't want to leave New York because you ain't trying to go down south. I'm telling you." I said,
they
but the
they
problem is I need a car,
they just
fool. What the hell?
apartments up because those apartments wasn't there when I lived in Yonkers. They wasn't because I worked in Cross County. Those apartments
Yeah.
wasn't there. It was a high rise that was there, and they was talking about tearing that high rise down. So I guess they probably did. They was talking about
She
tearing
said,
that
did
high
I get a
rise down and
did I get a refund or
put
what?
some other apartments there.
She said, did I get a refund or what? What did I say?
I don't know,
Yeah, but
but
he
yeah,
showed me these apartments
they
and
was
I
talking
said,
about put some high rise up there.
yeah, but they were saying that because I know he was saying, yo, those apartments is the concert. No. I didn't have to pay for the concert. It's a free concert that they do. So, all right. So we have two concerts that go on in New York. We got a concert called Summer Stage, and then we have Harlem Week. Harlem Week, there's a lot of different concerts going on in Harlem. So what they do is they block the streets out. They put a stage in the middle of the street, and they have different artists come out and perform. A lot of the artists you familiar. I think about 2 years ago, Stephanie Mills came out. Um, one year we had EPMD, we had Drew Hill, we had the Foursome D's, we had all that in one day. So that's what they do. That's why when y'all guys come up here that week for the barbecue, that's Harlem Week. Now, unfortunately, the day that I do it, they got shows going on out here. But the problem is, after seeing what they did like last year and the year before, it was whack. So we was like, yeah, ain't nobody about to stay home to see no whack shit.
Well,
I think,
the year I came out there, it rained.
yeah, man. Well, Miss Gibson, you could come up here. You ain't gotta wish you lived up here to come up here. If you ain't doing nothing the 15th of August, I don't know if you got kids or grandchildren. I don't know what you got going on. You more than welcome. Because this is gonna be lit that week. I'm
Yeah,
telling you
the
right
year
now,
that
it's gonna be lit that week.
the year that I came up there, that's that next day it rained, so ain't
But you know
nobody
what's so
not because
crazy, Free?
I was supposed to meet
Every year
Thomas.
it rains on that day. Every year I'm blessed because every time I do the cookout, it seems that I could get through the day without it raining. But that next day, for some reason, that's why I know God watching over me because it's always that next day it rains.
Yeah, because
Always.
I was supposed to meet Thomas that Sunday, and it had rained, so I never met Thomas. I end up going to I went to Applebee's, and I was watching some of the games in Applebee's because my wife, she was like, she just going to chill out in the hotel. I was like,
Yeah,
well,
man. It always
I'm gonna go
rains,
watch the
man.
games.
Straight up.
I,
That's why
I
this
said I'm
year
gonna
I
go watch
told
the
her,
games. So I went to
I said, we
Applebee's.
got to have a backup plan. She said, what's the backup plan? I said, if it rains, then you know we ain't going to be able to do the cookout. I said, we're going to have a backup plan if something happens to go wrong. I said, we just going to take everybody out and we just go out and have a good time, which we doing that anyway. So that don't even matter. I'm telling y'all right now, by the time you get back to y'all hotels, y'all going to be beat up like a mother. Boy, y'all going to be tired and exhausted. Because D3, I tell you, our hangouts are not hangouts. Our hangouts are not hangouts, man. You get back to that hotel, you're gonna be sleepy eyed. For real. You're gonna be tired in the mother.
Yeah, I think I got back to my hotel. I think it was like 1:30.
Oh Lord.
What time did we leave the bar?
Man,
Because
shit. Did we
we
leave the
left the
bar? Did the
cookout.
bar did we leave the bar? Did the bar leave us?
We left the cookout at 6. We left the cookout at
We
six
left
o'clock.
about after 6 because we were cleaning up and everybody had to get a ride. I got on the train
Yeah.
and actually went with BC and Coach CJ because there wasn't no room. That's when I went on with
Now I
Coach
met up.
CJ
I
and
met up with
BC.
y'all like around. I met up with y'all like
You
around
met up with
eight
us
eight
fast.
thirty. Yeah, I dropped the wife off at the hotel. I came back. I think I met up with y'all like around 8:30.
Yo, what's the speed limit you be doing? Cause your ass got back up there. You got back uptown quick. I was like, yo, what the hell's
Um.
the speed limit?
Well, it depends on what the speed limit is. Like if the speed limit is 55, I'm doing 65 70. If the speed limit 45, I'm doing 55 60. I always do somewhere between 15 to 20 miles above the speed limit.
Cause Tiff was like, it'll probably take him a minute because you got to remember, not only he's downtown, it's traffic. I said, yeah, you right.
And
But I said,
it
knowing
ain't no
free, he gonna
traffic.
find a way. I said he gonna find a way around all that. I said, as quick as he got to New York, he gonna find a way
It
around
ain't
all that. He'll be up here.
it ain't no traffic for me because I lived in New York, so I know my way around. So I know different way. Like the GPS will tell me go one way, and I see that it's traffic. I'm like, nope. Let me take the Sawmill, and I hit over here, and I come off the Hudson, and boom, I'm there. I'm like, damn,
Yeah,
you got here quick as shit. I know my way around New York
sure.
because I,
Listen,
I
that's what
could
I
have
said.
left. I could have left from where I live at and just drove straight down the street and got there. Just went around Central Park and came on the other side and just rolled straight down.
That's why I said when y'all see where the cookout is at, y'all gonna be like, oh yeah, y'all will find that with no problem, no problem, no problem at all. And for all my people from leaving for y'all hotels, make sure y'all, well, of course, y'all won't have cars. I don't know what y'all, if some of y'all are renting cars. I can't say what y'all doing. Y'all might not be doing it, but just make sure as you're coming, get in the Uber or Lyft if you know how that works.
Well,
I mean,
you
you can
already
get
know
on the
me.
train all you want.
I'm driving. I got to be driving whenever I
No, no,
come.
no. You, I
Any
know. I'm just talking about for anybody who's, you know what I mean. That's the best way. I mean, for all the people that's in New York already that'll be coming, they know how to get there. Get on that
uh,
train, bus, or catch a cab, however you get there. But parking is available. You just know that it's first come. So that's why I'm getting in the. I'm gonna get to the park early so I can hold the parking lot down. Like, yo, y'all better get here. Okay, it does sound. Are you going live, Vay? Is she going live? Is Vay trying to be sneaky and go live?
I don't know. Hold up. I didn't see
Yeah, because
her. Let me see.
are you
Oh,
trying to be
okay. See, I'm
sneaky,
on my
Vay?
phone.
Gotta watch Vay. Yes, after me. It's always after me, Vay. Knock it off.
No, I don't drive. I don't drive crazy. I don't drive crazy. I just don't do the speed limit. I don't do the speed limit because it feel if I do the speed limit, I feel like I'm moving too slow. For some reason, I always feel like I'm moving too slow if I'm doing the speed limit,
Yeah, well,
and that's
traffic in New
most
York is
people out here don't do.
traffic in New York is a
Most people
pain
out
in
here
the
don't do the
ass.
speed limit. Right.
Yeah,
If you find
traffic
somebody
in New
doing the
York is
speed limit,
annoying.
yeah, if you find somebody out here doing the speed limit, 9 times out of 10, they is one of three things. They're either from out of town, they foreign, or they old. Those are usually the three
Oh my
categories that
god.
they fall in. I'm just being honest. If you find somebody
No,
that's
the
doing
parking
the
lot is
exact speed limit,
actually a decent size. Seafood is actually a decent size. That's why I want y'all to Google it and see if you can. You know how you Google certain stuff and it shows you the park and you move around and you look at it. It's actually a decent size, and you
now
won't have to worry about.
it's not the size of the parking lot at your house because you got that mansion
We
with
don't
that
have a parking
extended
lot.
parking lot.
Our parking lot is inside our building. We don't. Our
No, I'm
parking lot
talking
is
about
inside the
seafood. I'm
building.
talking about seafood
Seafood?
house. He got the mansion with the extended parking lot because he's making money now. So it's not the
Oh
same size
shit.
as that, but it's a decent sized parking lot.
Oh. Well. Oh lord. Oh lord. Nah, it's a decent size seafood. Tell you what, you won't have to worry about. You sure won't have to worry about nobody coming to tell you to move your doggone car. That's what you're not gonna have
You
to
ain't gonna
worry
have
about.
you ain't gonna have to worry about giving up no food for the daggone park ranger.
You ain't gotta worry about paying no $10 to park your car. None of that silly ass shit, man. Them people want to annoy people
That,
with.
that nigga
Annoy them.
said, that nigga said, that nigga said, man, if she wanted a plate, she could just ask for a plate. You out here seeing us packing up, we about to leave. You just wanted a plate, just should have just asked for a plate. That shit had me dying. That shit had me
Because it
dying. I
pissed
was
it, yo,
laughing my
but that
ass
pissed
off.
me. It pissed me off because I'm like, lady, you doing too much. You doing
He
way
like,
too much,
he like
beloved.
you, you see, we about to leave. What are you talking about? We're
But she
leaving.
did though, Free. That's the crazy thing, Free. We been there. You sat there with me, brother. Where was you all that time when we were sitting there though? You gonna come
Right,
there
we was
damn
there
near
for
6 o'clock.
we was
Like,
there. Well, me, Vicky, Dream, and you. We was there since what, like 10,
yeah.
like 10 o'clock. I think I got there like around 10, and everybody started showing up like around 12, 1. Everybody started showing up,
Like,
so we
don't get
was
me
there for
wrong.
damn near 8 hours.
I can't get mad at somebody doing a job, but it's how you do it, and you doing it at a time where the joint is already over. I'm not rushing y'all. I'm not
Yeah,
finna go to y'all and say, all right, y'all, everybody got to get in their car. Go, 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 go. No, I'm not about to do that. Now I'm like, now you want to keep talking. Now you got to wait.
I mean,
Because
now
you
I mean
clearly seen that we was packing up.
we we could have did that. It would have been a whole lot of trash for y'all to clean up, but we was trying to
Man,
clean up our
listen,
area.
free. I had told her, I said, listen, let me tell you something. This ain't my first year doing this. Where was you when I did it the other times? Like, get out of here. Don't come in here doing that. If you hungry, just say. You want to play, just say. It ain't no big deal. Because we had food we didn't want to take back to the house anyway with us. But don't come over here trying to start an argument like we in the way and you
That
see we leaving.
he said, that nigga said I do boxing and Muay Thai. Yeah,
Like I hate that,
that's what
man.
that
Don't come
see.
over here.
See,
That's what made me say I'm not going. And even last year when we went over there, it was all right. But this is one dude that came around. Me and Smoke was about to beat him up because first they told him where he could move his car. Then Smoke had to end up going to move it again. And we was like, come on, bro. Like, why do y'all allow people to cook out over here and then tell them they got to move their car? Then y'all shouldn't allow cookouts back here. Because what do you want people to do? What do you want
I'm
people to
like, yeah,
do?
y'all ain't got no goddamn parking lot.
You don't. So you shouldn't have. You know what? Y'all should take them grills from back there and put up a sign that says there's no cookouts allowed back here because you can't have people go there and they tell them they got to move their car. Nobody wants to come to an event that they invited to and then they already spent time driving and then when they get there, they got to spend time moving their car around. And every time they move it, somebody's coming and say, "Who car is this?" You got to move it again. Nobody's
We
going to keep doing that.
want to what they wanted us to park on the street, so we have to keep going up there paying a meter. I ain't paying no goddamn meter. You kiss
Nobody's going to
my
go
ass.
do that. Why would I go do
That's
that
why
to
I
walk
park.
back in the park? No, because if that's the case, y'all should have a sign that says there's no cooking out here. I respect parks
That's why
that have signs that says no cooking out here. I can understand that because they don't want to deal with what comes with it. But that's why my final decision was made to say I'm not going back there again. Okay, you did this 3 years in a row. You tried it. You were successful. No matter how it turned out. Now it's time for you to go somewhere where you ain't got to give people won't have such a hard time. That's why when I picked this park that we going to, I'm like, yeah, you know what? This is perfect. It's more room. Um, kids, because over there wasn't no park for the kids to play in. Wasn't no park. And after a while, kids just don't want to run around. They want to be on the swing. They want to be on the slides. It's something for them to do. There's a basketball court. That's why I say, fellas, somebody bring a basketball with them. We can get it in. Have our basketball shorts and shoes or whatever. We could, play around and just enjoy ourselves and have fun.
Teddy Atlas just went into surgery.
Oh damn! What happened to Teddy?
I don't know. BBO just did a premiere. He talking about it. Teddy Atlas is went into surgery.
Oh God! I hope he's all right.
I should whoop this girl ass. She got out the car and left all this shit in here for me to take in the house.
You still waiting on her?
Nah, Vicky been in the house. I just got finished
Oh,
dropping my daughter off at work. I'm about to. I got an appointment at 12:30 for my fingerprint. I gotta do a fingerprint. I ain't never do a fingerprint at a UPS store.
what?
They do fingerprints at the UPS store. UPS store they do fingerprints. That's what
Mm,
my appointment is set up for at the UPS store. I ain't never seen that before.
I ain't never heard of that. That's my first time hearing that. I ain't never heard of that one. That one is definitely new to me. But hey, we got to do what we got to do. It's all good for the most part. Sit back and yeah, like I said, I got to see what this press conference and all that. But this week's it's pretty much quiet week, except for the pro box.
I got a meeting today as well at 12 o'clock. My appointment is at 12:30. My appointment is at 11:50. I'm glad I looked at it. It's at 11:50.
11:50. Vay, you going on? I guess her time. What she said she going on 9:20 her time. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna get ready to take it off because I gotta bust me a move. Shit, I don't know if I'm gonna come back later on today because there don't be really much to talk about. I'm trying to wait till I can come back and really talk about something. But yeah, well, we had to talk today about that. That was interesting because a lot of people be like, he never likes to talk about Tank. No, it ain't that I don't never like to talk about. It's just that some of y'all be doing too much when it come to him. You know what I'm saying? That's all. But what we was
Yeah.
talking about was just him also staying out of shit and hoping that
That's why
he gets out of it.
I
I hope
tell
he
people
gets
all
out
the
of this.
time.
He gets
Let
out of the situation that he's in.
That's why I tell people all the time. Let stuff play out before y'all have a judgment or anything. Everybody quick to have a judgment, and y'all don't know none of the damn
It,
facts of the story. only go
Yeah,
off on one side. Oh, she
it just
filed a restraining order on him. He must have whooped her ass.
oh,
Nigga, you
people
don't know
just
what
be
the fuck
people
happened.
just that's because people already be having a hate for him or they feel some kind of way towards him about whatever. You can, but I don't know. These dudes is weird. A lot of these channels is weird because they participate in it. It's not just the casuals doing it. It's a lot of these channels that's doing it, and they weird as shit. They are weird.
Yeah,
They are weird because
that's
y'all
why I
participate in
never
it.
really, I never really commented on it because I'm like, okay, if it's a video, what's taking them so long to arrest the dude? And then they did arrest him. They arrested him in January 29th, and it's March. They haven't
Yeah, but
charged him yet.
but this is why I also tell dudes, y'all keep bringing him up in every damn conversation. Let him deal what he's dealing with first. Then once he's back in the boxing, then we can do that. But until then, it's like y'all not even like I understand people don't care about what fighters go through outside of boxing, but when they're going through something like that, it could affect them getting back into the ring. Because if he has to go away for 4 years or whatever the time is, what you gonna say then? You understand? So it's like let this all play out and see what happens. But a lot of these dudes are so damn thirsty. They clickbait. They super thirsty to get views. Because as long as I'm bringing this dude's name up, like no, let it ride out. See what
I,
happens.
yeah, I have no problem if you giving an update of what's going on. Like you
Yeah,
heard some news of an update. I had no problem
yeah,
with that. But you
yeah.
just talking about what is Tank Davis going to do next? We don't know. We don't know when the fuck
We
he gonna
don't
get out
know,
of this damn
stupid.
situation.
Listen, this is another question. This goes for all you channels. I don't care who you are. If you are, I don't care if your channel's monetized or not. Stop asking that same stupid question because you don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, them
Calvin
niggas
Ford
be
can't even tell you because right
yeah,
now his life right now is in the hands of the powers that be, which is the system. We do not know. Y'all need to stop asking that dumb ass question every time. What do you want to see him do? I want to see him get out the situation he's in. That's what I want to see. Once he get out of that situation, I'm gonna be honest with you. It doesn't matter to me if I see him fight again or not. I just don't want to see him do that time because I don't
I
like.
mean,
I don't wish jail time. Not even on my worst enemy. But if
like
somebody get yeah, go ahead, free.
no, I'm gonna say with a guy like Tank Davis, you never know what he's gonna do until he make an announcement. Whatever
Yeah,
you want him to do, 9 times out of 10, he's probably not gonna do what you want him to do, because
he
Tank Davis
not.
is not. He's not. Tank is two people that you never know what they're gonna do until they make an announcement, and that's Tank Davis and Earl Spence. Those two, they keep their next opponent on the wraps until they come out with an announcement, and then you be like, oh shit, he fighting such and such. You be like, oh, who's he gonna fight next? I don't know. I mean, I would like to see him fight this person, but I don't know who he's gonna fight next. Oh well, it looked like he gonna end up fighting this one, that one, and then he come out with a whole different person. Like,
Yeah,
well, you was wrong.
yeah. Well, and then you got people out here jumping out the window. Oh, fight this person. He can fight this person. Stop. I keep telling y'all he don't care about what y'all want. Well, I
Yeah,
want him
look,
in there with Shakur. I want him in there. I want him in there with Devin. That man don't give a two rats asses what you want.
like we had this discussion yesterday about the whole Pitbull Cruz. I was like, well, if you really think about it, I said it makes sense for him to fight Pitbull Cruz next. The man missed out on 2 paydays, and he had to pay for his lawyer for this situation that he's going through. So the biggest fight that he can make right now is a Pitbull Cruz. The Lamont Roach rematch is not a bigger fight than Pitbull Cruz. The Shakur Stevenson fight, not a bigger fight than Pitbull Cruz. It's a big fight,
No.
but it's not a bigger fight than Pitbull Cruz, because Pitbull Cruz has a whole country behind him, and a lot of them believe that Pitbull won that fight, so they definitely want to see him fight Tank
Let me
Davis
tell you
again.
something, Free. I noticed this that no matter what you do or how much you do in the sport, it'll never be enough for these casuals.
No, it's
It'll
not.
never be enough. It'll never be enough. Because
And
now when you do what they want you to do, and you thinking, okay, I could shut them up. You ain't shutting them up because now it becomes a I bet you can't do that to him.
I
I
mean,
bet you won't.
look at
I bet you won't
look.
move up to four. I bet you won't move up to 47 and do that to Devin. Like
I
what?
mean, the way. I mean, if you think about it, the way people treated Earl Spence for losing to Bud Crawford,
Oh
it's
Jesus
like,
Christ!
okay, why would I make the big fights? When I make the big fights, you not giving a guy credit for making the fight. You just clowning him because he got beat up in the fight.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a
You
fact.
ain't give Earl Spence no credit for making the fight, for keeping true to what he said he was gonna do. You just clowned him because he got beat up. I told you he wasn't ready for no buckle. Oh,
But that's the problem, Free.
why?
Because then
What
when you
happened to
say
credit?
that, what am I giving him credit for? Free, he got beat up. No, 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 no. So what? It's boxing. Did you give him credit for making the fight? I'm not. But you're not focused on that. You're focusing on him losing.
There's a
Man,
handful of
Bud whooped
guys
his
that
ass.
there's a handful of guys that have retired from this sport undefeated, and you can count on one hand how many guys have retired from this sport undefeated.
Yeah,
Nine times out of 10, your favorite is going to take a loss at some point in time in his career. Nine times
yeah,
out of 10. Like I said, there's very few, and I can only think of four guys right now that have retired undefeated. That's Rocky, that's Floyd, that's Ward, and that's Bud. Those are the only four guys that I can think of that have retired undefeated. Everybody else
yeah,
that I can think of have taken a loss at some point in time in their career. They took a loss.
yeah.
So I mean, if a dude lose, a dude lose. And, oh well, he no. Okay, but y'all already had Bud as the number one fighter in the world. If y'all had Bud as the number one fighter in the world and he fought Earl, was Earl
Yeah.
supposed to beat him? Was he supposed to beat him if he was the number
Oh
one
yeah,
guy?
Joe Calzaghe. Yeah, I forgot about Joe
Oh yeah,
Calzaghe. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's
Joe
five.
Calzaghe.
Once again,
Yeah,
one hand. That's five guys. One
yeah,
hand.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout out to Joe Calzaghe. I'm him to beat Roy's ass, but that's another topic. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but you got to remember once again, this is why I stopped calling them casuals, and I just called them bandwagons, D riders, because at this point, it's just not casuals no more. You know what I'm saying? I could accept casuals if it's casual behavior. At this point, for even casual behavior, you're D riders. It's that simple.
Yeah. That's
I
why.
don't agree with you, McLean. You ain't gotta
But see,
agree with me.
and
At
that's
this
why I
point,
tell.
you're D
That's
riders.
why I tell everybody. That's why I tell everybody. It's your fault. The reason why these big fights don't be made. The reason why the
Yeah,
fights that y'all want to happen don't be made. It's your fault why it don't happen. Because they see how you treat the guy once they lose. If
yeah,
if if Sha- if Shakur Stevenson would have lost to Tio, niggas would have been over here. I told y'all Shakur wasn't what he said he was.
of
He ain't
course,
fought nobody. He fought a
of
Williams debate and that's
course,
it. He ain't fight nobody.
of course. If Virgil Ortiz was to go in there and blast boots, oh, I told y'all, man. I told you. Sounding like Craig on Friday. I told you. I told you. I told you. You ain't
Yeah,
telling them. You
but
ain't what the father said. You ain't telling me shit.
it
What I
just
need you
it
D
just
riders to do is to get out in front of the porch with all that damn noise. That's what y'all need to
at
do.
some
Get out
point
in the front porch with all that damn noise.
like I said, at some point you gotta be a fan of the sport and just enjoy the fight when you get it. Y'all too busy on being right about who predict the outcome.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas don't even get a chance to enjoy the fight. Y'all have to go back and rewatch the fight to enjoy the fight. Like, oh shit, that was a good ass fight. I told you that from the very beginning. Y'all was so pressed to try to figure out who and be right about who was gonna win that y'all missed a hell of a fight.
Yeah.
Like the Gary Russell. Oh man, Antoine, I don't know, dog. Antoine, no, that was a hell of a fight. Dude was a tough opponent. The problem was y'all didn't know who Aroka was, so y'all just automatically thought that Gary Russell was gonna steamroll him.
And that's how they do it.
But the dude,
That's how
the
they do it.
dude was a good opponent. I picked Gary Russell for a knockout, for a late round stoppage. But the dude was a hell of an opponent, and I gave Aroka credit. Damn that Gary won. I gave Aroka credit. I said, I gotta be honest. I gotta give Aroka credit. That nigga took some big shots from Gary Russell. I mean from Antoine. And the nigga he walked through them joints. He took some big shots and he walked through them.
Yeah.
I gotta give him. He's a much better opponent than I expect him to be. I gave that
Yeah.
man credit for, even though he lost, I gave him credit for the way he performed. You can still give a guy credit even though they lost. They lost to a better guy. Gary Antoine was a better guy. Hiroka lost to a better guy. There's nothing wrong with that. That guy, Gary, was just better. But Hiroka put
Yeah.
on a hell of a performance. He pushed Antoine to the limit with those body shots. He pushed him to the limit.
Yeah. 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 But once again, you're talking to a bunch of people who don't know shit. You
I
taking
mean,
people.
like I
You're
said,
talking. You're talking to people who's not even trying to take the time for you to understand any of this. Nobody's trying to take the time to understand this because if you understand, you understand. What we have is a bunch of people who assume.
what a lot of these spectators do, and I call them spectators instead of fans because they just watching for the outcome. What a lot of spectators do, they put blinders on. They go into the fight putting blinders on. They see a opponent is a much better opponent, or I mean, they see the fighter is a much better fighter, or they believe that they're a much better fighter, and then when they have a tough opponent and they don't do what they expected them to do, or they had a horrible fight. No, they didn't
Yeah.
have a horrible fight. Gary Antoine won 9 rounds on my scorecards and on the judges' scorecards. He won 9 rounds. The
Yeah.
man won. His opponent won 3 rounds, but because Antoine didn't knock him out or Antoine didn't look like he looked when he fought El Rayo, y'all thought it was a bad performance. No, it wasn't a bad performance. The dude was just a lot better than what we expected him to be. That's all it is. The dude was a
Yeah.
lot better than what we expected to be because we never seen him fight before.
Yeah. People don't. I don't understand why it's so hard for people to understand that. It's very hard for people to understand that. And
That's just
people
like
will look at.
if David Benavidez going there with Zordo and Zordo beat David Benavidez. Does that mean David Benavidez ain't as good as we saw as we thought?
That's what they're gonna
No, it just
say.
means that Zordo was better than what
But
we
that's what
expected.
these. But that's what these fools are gonna say, and I disrespectfully say fools because that's what they are. This
Does
is
that
what these
does
fools
that
are
take
gonna
away
say.
all of the fights that David Benavidez won? No.
They'll do it.
If David Benavidez go in there and knock out Ja Obata, does that take away all of the fights that Ja Obata won? Does it take away the knockouts that Ja Obata got? No, it doesn't. It just means David Benavidez was a better guy.
Yeah, no, believe me, I'm with you all the way. But that's what these fools will say because they don't know absolutely. They know absolutely nothing. Nothing. And it's not about who's the smartest when it comes to boxing conversations, but they know absolutely nothing. Hold on, I'm gonna put my headphones in.
Yeah. See, a lot of
They
these
doing all
people
that making
just
noise
don't.
in this next apartment and this building I live in is this is one of the most annoyingest places I've ever lived in my life. Yeah, but that's what
A
they
lot
will
of
say.
a lot of these fans, a lot of these fans go into these fights off emotion. They feel that this guy is
Exactly.
the better guy instead of just studying the fight. oh, you know what? This dude might be a hell of a fight because he can do this, he can do that. I know this this guy some problems in his last fight. If he able to do that, it could be a long fight. They don't study the fights. They just go off of what they believe and what they feel. I feel that this guy's a better fighter, so he should win the fight. It doesn't matter what you
Yeah,
feel. What do you see when you study the fight? What do you see? Not what you feel. What you see. Stop going off of
yeah,
what you feel and go off of what you see.
yeah. Nah, they don't know how to do that. They don't know how to do that, and they're never gonna know how to do it. And what's so sad is it's acceptable for the people that don't have channels that do it because it's like, all right, but then we see people with channels that do it. That's not acceptable. And what y'all
And
do is y'all make all of us look like we don't know what we talking about because y'all are an example. Y'all supposed to be an example of what a content creator is supposed to be and somebody who's covering the sport of boxing. Y'all do the total opposite of that. Y'all sound just as worse as these D riders.
and
Man,
if y'all
bro.
ever listen to me, y'all ever listen to me break down a fight,
I'll be over there, babe.
I always tell you what I see and what I believe is going to happen, but I'll also give a way that the other fighter can win the fight. I say, okay, I said I believe this is going to happen based off of this, but there is a chance that the other guy can win if he does this or he does that. I do it. I do it on every time I break down a fight because there's always a chance for the other guy, but I believe that this guy is the better guy, and from what I see, he should be able to do this and do that in the fight. Now, the other guy might come with a different game plan.
Yeah, it's just it's sickening to me, but I'll be like, y'all do what y'all want to do. I don't care. No, y'all got to live with some of the stuff y'all say. Y'all don't care. As long as people subscribe to y'all and they keep smashing the like button, and if you could keep lowering people into whatever it is that you're saying, and they dumb enough to believe it, y'all gonna keep putting the content out. Y'all gonna keep
Yeah.
putting it out because people going. Because let's
Yup.
be honest, free. The content creator might be a liar, but some of these fools are gonna tune into it,
Yup.
and
Or a
it's
content
sad.
creator could just he might not even be a liar. He might just be biased. He might just be biased.
Yeah, yeah. Let's put it that way. He's biased, but
Yeah,
instead of y'all knowing right
he
from
might be
wrong,
biased. So he like you
instead,
have some people that can't see that their favorite fighter can lose. There's no avenue that their favorite fighter can lose. There's
yeah,
always an avenue for anybody to lose. It's just a
yeah.
matter of can the opponent capitalize when that opportunity presents itself? Can they
Yeah,
capitalize on it when the opportunity presents itself?
eh,
If they
but what
can,
I
then your favorite can lose. If they can't, then your favorite probably will win.
what pisses me off with these dudes is that no matter what somebody from a channel say, y'all so in love with y'all so in love with these people that in their eyes they can't do no wrong. They can never be wrong. You know, well, I'm subscribed to his channel free, and I like him, and I go over there and I hit the super chat and I hit the cash app and the PayPal. You know that, hey man, I don't know about him being wrong, but it's like what? Are y'all that obsessed with these people that
No,
you too afraid to
I
say, hold
that's
on? That's crazy, man.
not a single person that watch boxing, watch basketball, watch football has never been wrong. There's not a single person that has
Yeah,
never been wrong because if they have never been wrong, I guarantee you they are the richest man in the world if they have never been
yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
There's not a single one because if you are right about every single outcome, every single fight, every single game, you will be betting every dollar on it. If you right
I
every
swear,
time, you will bet
I
every dollar
swear,
on it.
you won't have nothing to worry about, boy. Nothing.
That's the reason why Vegas makes so much money because niggas ain't right all the time.
No.
They right some of the time, but not all the time.
Yeah.
Shit, Vegas ain't right all the damn time. They not right all the damn time,
Man. So what the
and
hell
they the
makes you
one that put
think?
the odds out.
Yeah. So it's like, what makes you think that you right, and they get way more money than
I
you?
seen plenty of times where Vegas was horribly wrong. I'm like, hold up, you got this guy that big of an underdog? Oh no, you wrong as hell. I'm betting on this guy because I
You
know,
tripping?
just like the Elijah Pitts fight. I was like, no, Vegas, you wrong. Y'all got that dude? Okay, I'm betting on the other guy. What happened?
Yeah.
Elijah Pitts get knocked out in the second round.
Crazy. Crazy work.
I'm like, y'all must haven't been watching these guys. I watch these guys more than y'all do because y'all wrong as hell. I put my money on the other guy, Elijah Pitts, get knocked out in the second round.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's oh Lord, I tell you, these people just gonna learn the hard way out here.
Yeah,
What they doing is only gonna work for them for so long before the jig is up. I was telling people this 2 3 years ago. It's only gonna be so long before the jig is up,
yeah.
and it's only be
Eventually,
so long before you.
eventually,
And
everybody gonna be wrong at least 1 or 2 times out of the week.
listen,
Everybody's gonna
and
be
it's
wrong.
okay. It's okay to admit the wrong. It's when you know you're wrong and no, you don't see nothing wrong and you're wrong. Because y'all got the idea of being on this YouTube is about being right all the damn time. Somebody done lied to you.
Uh,
Somebody
Now
done
the
lied to
problem
you.
is
Cause
when these niggas is wrong, they got an excuse for why they was wrong instead of just saying, "Yeah, you know what? I was wrong. I thought it was gonna go down this
oh,
way, and
I
it
can't
didn't."
be I can't be perfect. It's not about being perfect. That's when they want to start
Well, see,
start.
the only
Perfect.
reason why it didn't go down like that is because he wasn't listening to the corner. It doesn't matter why it happened.
Oh
Just
God,
admit that
my
you was
loving
wrong.
God, my loving God. Don't throw the corner in it. Don't throw the corner in it. You talking about he ain't listening to the corner. Man, listen, shut up. You wasn't in camp with that man when he was. Shut up. He ain't listening. Shut up. That ain't got nothing to do with what we
Yo,
talking about. We talking about you. We talking about you. We ain't talking about the fighter. We ain't talking about this trainer. We ain't talking about this cut man. We talking about your raggedy ass.
I mean, his corner told him to do this, and he didn't do that. That
Oh
was
my
one round that
God.
the corner told him to do that.
Oh
You don't
my
know what the
God.
corner told him in the next round because you only see the corner every other round. You don't know what he told him in the next round.
And not only that, a lot of them
The
don't even
next
let you
round he
hear what
could have
they
told
saying
him.
them. A lot of
Yeah,
them
a
be
lot of times they
whispering.
don't.
A lot of them be leaning over, whispering to him. You know who used to do that a lot? But you used to hear him a lot. But then he would
Yeah,
after he talked loud, he used to go to him and whisper. Ul Judah used to do
yeah,
that with Zab. He would say that, but then he'll lean in and say something to Zab. You didn't
yeah,
know, you know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of them do it where they whisper stuff to them. So you don't know what half of the
yeah,
stuff they saying to them. But
yeah.
you dudes, I forgot who we talking to. We talking to a lot of you so-called fans that boxed before. I'm sorry, I forgot. I forgot. Y'all done been here before. Like, stop. Y'all make yourselves look horrible every time y'all open your mouth.
That's
Miss
like
Gibson,
that's
thank you.
like
We'll be over there in a minute.
yeah, we be over there. That's like when Dub was going back and forth with Bernard the other night, and Bernard was like, "No, you can't. I can't tell BVO how to be an offensive lineman if I never play offensive line. So
That's a fact.
tell how can you tell a boxer what he should be doing in the ring?" You know, and they was going back and forth. I was like, I mean, I understand what Dub is saying, but Bernard is right. you can't, if you never done it before, you can't really tell them how to do it.
No, I
You can
can't.
you can see certain things that you think that they should be able to do, but know the limitations of the fighter. Like just because you see what he should be able to do, he should be doing, doesn't mean that that fighter can do it.
Yeah.
Every fighter has limitations of what
Well,
they
one
can
thing
do
about
and
me,
what they
I'm never
can't do.
telling. Like somebody will ask me because I be in the gyms or I go. So somebody go. I've had fighters go, even though you don't da da da. What do you think, in your opinion, I should do? And sometimes it's I might throw something in there if I see something because I didn't I be around it. But you ain't never done it. It's kind of hard, man. It's kind of hard. It's kind of
Yeah,
hard, and
like
that's the world that we live in. We live in this world where people want to try to tell you to do something that they ain't never done. I mean, you could voice your opinion on something, but it's kind of difficult to tell somebody to do something that you've never done. And I want to announce this right now because when we have people around like Bernard and coaches, coaches like him, and hopefully y'all get future coaches and fighters up there. We don't want to be like, I don't want to say challenging them, but we don't want to be to where it's like, you know what I mean? Because it's hard to get
yeah,
these coaches on these shows. It's hard to get these fighters on these shows because a lot of them already feel some kind of way about talking to us anyway. Not saying Bernard, but there's some of them that already feel some kind of way. And if you're
yeah.
not
But
a
see,
big platform where it's really known like that, they don't really want to mess with you anyway. So when we can get a fighter and a coach to come up, man, not saying that we have to roll the red carpet out for them and kiss their ass because they're fighters and coaches. We can go back and forth with them, but we just also got to remember that this is what they do in real life.
right,
So, we just got to be mindful. I'm not saying, oh, we have to be yes men up there because they're fighters and coaches. Yes, even when he's wrong, let's just say yes because we want him to be able to come back. No, 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 no. We ain't doing that now. We ain't doing that
right. And
because
it's like coach, like I play football. I play football up until the semi pros. I never played pro, but I played semi pro.
yeah,
I I can't tell BVO how to play offensive line the same way BVO can't tell me how to play um cornerback or play free safety because he never played corner or free safety. I never played
but
offensive
but
line,
y'all do have,
but we
but
both
y'all have.
know we both know about football.
I'm about to say y'all both got something in common though. Y'all was on that field.
Yeah, yeah,
Now
we both
somebody
know
take
about
somebody.
football, but I
Now
can't tell
take
him how to
somebody.
play his
Take
position.
somebody who ain't never played that was on the field that might be trying to argue with you and BBO about it. It's like, wait a minute, hold on, bro. What football field was you on?
Right, right. So
Because you
like
talking
like
about
I can
BBO,
never
somebody who actually played in the league.
I can never tell Dub how to play small forward or power forward because I never played college basketball. I play AAU basketball and I play high school
Yeah,
basketball. I never
yeah,
played college basketball. I can't tell Dub how to play his position.
yeah,
I ain't never played it.
yeah. But see, that's the problem. This is why I always have this thing when I say, play your position in life. I'm not going around telling people, I can't. If I didn't do something, I can't tell you how to. That's just me. I'm not gonna do it. You don't tell me how to
Right.
do it. I won't tell. Hey, do what you do. Somebody who ain't a content creator can't tell you how to be a content creator. Can't do it. Have you done it before? I don't need to do it. All right, then shut up. Because it take a lot to sit on these lives. Some people camera
Yeah, you
shy.
gotta do it.
Some people don't know
If
what
you
to talk about. Some people are embarrassed because they go, I don't want people to, you know what I mean? I come up here.
and I don't know what I'm talking about, then who the hell gonna subscribe to me? Who gonna listen? It take a lot to come up here. If we can't have people who ain't never did it before telling free BBO or me or Prize or Dub or any of us how to do something they asses ain't never did.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do it. It comes. You got to do if you want to be a good content creator. It take a lot of research and a lot. You put a lot of work into it because you got to come up with a thumbnail. You got to come up with your facts and your topics and things like that. You gotta come up with a lot of stuff. It's one thing if you just coming up just to chop it up and you like, hey, this is an open panel. We just talking about whatever y'all want to talk about. We're gonna talk about it. It's another thing when you coming with an actual topic. You got to do
Yeah,
a whole lot of research and studying to go into that topic. I mean, if you want
yeah,
to be good. Now, if you don't care about what type of content creator, you could just come up there and talk about how to smoke vapors. Hey, you should smoke
yeah,
the vapor like this because this is the best way you get the smoke out of it. Nigga, what you talking to me about?
yeah,
How to smoke a damn vapor?
yeah. It's crazy, man. People just gotta. I think we're too much in this comfortable world where we do that, man. Yeah, man. You could do this and do that, and it's like, man, if you didn't do it, you have no right.
Right.
I'll never let somebody come and tell me I've been a content creator long enough. Now, there's some people who got years under their belt as a content creator, years, maybe
I mean,
10.
if you don't have double digit um supporters or a growing channel,
Yeah,
you can't tell me how to be a content creator
yeah,
because your
yeah,
channel is not growing. If your channel is not growing, why is it not working for you? You telling me what I should do, but it's not working for you.
yeah, yeah. That's why I be chilling, bro. That's why I be like, man, hey, I might voice my opinions on stuff, but hey, y'all do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But you can't come telling somebody else what to do, and you ain't got nothing going on. Like the other idiot that tried to, the other bozo, that I can't wait to catch him in person. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. It's going to be a party. That tried to say, well, you can't run the channel or you only got 20 people. But, bro, you ain't got nothing going on, though. You can't do
Yeah,
nothing. It's quiet for you. You see what I'm saying? You have a whole bunch of people in these YouTube streets free that just be talking to be talking. You got a whole bunch of rappers with no albums.
right.
That's basically what some of these people are. Rappers with no albums.
Some of them
They
niggas don't
don't
even
even
got
got a they
mixtapes.
ain't- I was about to say, for you took the damn words out of my mouth. They ain't even got a mixtape. You took the word damn for I can't stand you. You took the words out of my mouth. You can't even get booked for a show. Like, what is we talking about? But you want to tell somebody else that they need to get their mixtape. Yo, you need to step your mixtape game up. You telling me that? When you drop
Right.
the mixtape? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, look, man. That's why I said this year is gonna be one of them years I'm gonna sit back and just put my seatbelt on because it's gonna be a long ride. Because from now to the 31st of December, we have a lot to laugh at. What's going on, Thomas Hill? But let's get over there to my sister's Vayo. Um, I'm gonna keep y'all posted about this press conference and what happens. I'm still waiting to get some feedback. Uh, if for anything, if I'm in the Garden Friday, y'all know me already. I'll bring y'all some good news. Whatever they let us hear if I'm there. I have to wait to get the credentials back, so we'll see what happens. But go back to the replay of this. Check my man BBO out. D Free. Everybody, make sure you go subscribe to everybody that you supposed to. I got my girl Bay K Bay. She's on right now. We're gonna go over there. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day. Make sure to protect your peace, space, and surroundings. And smash the like button on your way in and on your way out. Y'all know what it is. It's the No Doug Zone podcast. Let's go.